getting off to a good start is going to be vital. So we'll do our best for you. We'll always give 100%, but yeah, we'd like to see as many of you at the ground as possible.
Yeah, he was certainly the king for the Karachi Kings. Also won the Player of the Match award for a fantastic 100, and also set the platform for leading the team over the line. Right then, the gentlemen involved this evening to make sure everything runs smoothly: Paul Rifle and Abdul Makid, who's going to walk out with the ball in hand. And we've got Tim Seifert on Spider-Cam. Tim, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Enjoying personal good run of form with the bat as well. How do you plan to execute that later on?
Yeah, obviously try and see what the pitch is doing tonight. It's always nice bowling first, can see what it's doing, but yeah, nothing really changes from mine, to be honest. Going to look to put pressure on the bowler and hopefully get us to a good start.
In terms of your bowling group, probably gave away a few many in the power play. What would be the messaging like for this one?
Yeah, look, I think the main thing is just adapting to whatever's out in front of us. I think, you know, we got a lot of confidence from last game, so no matter what, bowling or batting, I think the team's got in a good spot, and hopefully we get another win tonight.
All right, cheers. Thanks for talking to us. Have a good one.
Cheers, thank you.
Plenty of flair and flamboyancy in that Karachi lineup. Plenty of international colours as well. And Athar Ali Khan, JP Dumini alongside. Thoroughly enjoyed that innings from James Vince.
Oh, it set up the innings beautifully for Karachi Kings. And we certainly spoke at length throughout the game about his 230, a real reflection of what the pitch was. And we certainly felt in the comm box there was a lot of grass on the surface, particularly green grass. That man in your screen, Zaman, he's back in the runs. And he's performing for the Lahore Qalandars. He certainly does it at a rapid pace.
Lahore Qalandars turning around a fantastic win, sharing runs all throughout that top order. Probably the two who didn't get many. Name one of them, still young, early or into his T20 career, and he'll want to make use of the surface. And what they will also want, the Karachi Kings, is going to make use of the surface, the grass that we talk about. And just felt they have done a little bit better with the ball. Countdown clock ready to go. A second game here in Karachi. Adam Mill with the ball for Karachi. He will bowl with one slip. A ring of fielders in front of the bat on the offside. Deep backward square and third on the boundary. Umpire says play.
Play.
Here we go. It is Karachi versus Lahore. A great line to start. He came under a little bit of speculation, Adam Mill with the ball in that power play. Athar, do you think there was a case of trying a little bit harder when you see that much grass on the surface?
Well, not tonight. Not tonight. The case, if you look at the surface itself, looks a little bit more bare. It doesn't really matter because we did see quite a lot of lateral movement, but you got to pitch it right. I think it's about 6 to 8 meters length, where you need to hit it on a consistent basis.
He gets bad but doesn't get the single.
Yeah, I had a chat in the middle with Mike Hazeman a little bit earlier. And to your point, it looks a little bit bare, but interestingly, the ground still feels that it's the same length of grass. It's more a different color. I feel that the underbelly is certainly a lot drier, might bring the spinners a little bit into play, although we still do have the dew factor in the second half of the game.
Get back. Oh, just in time. Adam Mill, fantastic effort with the ball, but Lahore up and running.
Your first run on the board, a cheeky single. They needed a direct hit here off his own bowling. Picked it up. This will give you a better view. Yeah, he would have been gone. You know, he's got away with that. Yes, I still feel if you look at that surface, maybe the spinners, as you rightly pointed out, JP, the spinners might just play a decent part on the surface. But first thing first, Karachi needs to get their seam attack bowled better than what they did in the last one.
A big heave across the line, a little bit of movement off the surface and in the air. Again, probably a touch wide as well from Mill.
Such a great athlete is Animal. This is where he found his struggles in the first game against the right-hander. He does feel, particularly with the angle that goes across the left-hander, he feels a lot more comfortable. He can find that consistency on the surface with a little bit of assistance with that new ball. He does ask the questions.
Well, no damage done in terms of the stumps, but both batters take a hit. One from his own partner, one from the fielding side.
This is a good start from Milne. Remember, he went for 60 in the 4 overs that he bowled, straight back on to the renowned striker. He still managed to pick up a single. It was hit pretty hard. Maybe the right elbow got on the way. Milne has started well here, JP. It's been on the money. And it's always a good feeling when you start well. You still have to bowl one more delivery.
Yeah, we keep all of you involved. Scan the QR code, download the Go Lutlo app, enter the lucky draw. You can win a motorcycle every game. Remember, T's and C's apply. Win daily prizes from your house or from the ground. And enjoy all the action. It's like Fakhr Zaman is all well. Physio treatment done. Adam Mill will close out the over. And you will hope he doesn't give away too many. The charge, the connection, does it carry? It doesn't carry, but it's been put down. The man of the moment from the previous game, James Wins, puts down a sitter. 4 to end the over, it's 6 for no loss.
Yeah, certainly the ideal start for Karachi. The opportunity to get a wicket in the first over. Pepsi power play, James Vince could do nothing wrong in that first game. And unfortunately puts down an important one. An important play in Fakhr Zaman. How costly will that be?
Action and drama from the very get-go in this rivalry. He celebrated from a few days ago, but at the moment he would be rethinking that drop, and drop of an important player, Fakhr Zaman as well. Sharing the new ball, Hassan Ali. He's not going to enjoy this, JP.
Yeah, particularly in who the player was. Such an important play. Passage of play in the Pepsi power play. And even worse, it rolls through his legs and goes for a boundary. Oh. Agonizingly close for the Karachi Kings.
That is very, very well connected. And travels the distance as well. The first clean hit of the day. Naeem off the mark with a 6.
Good pickup. The batter feels, Naeem, that this is a sort of a pitch. Even if it's pitch, the ball is pitched on the shorter side, it can still go and clear his left leg and goes down the leg side for the maximum. A very good shot.
It's picked up again. This time doesn't connect. Fielder settles, takes it. Abbas Afridi with a simple catch. Karachi now draw first, but it is Naeem who falls for 7.
Naeem facing 5 deliveries and every single one attempted to go over the top. Successful in his fourth, but not in his fifth. Gets the toe end of the bat. And just outside the 30-meter circle. And a comfortable catch for Abbas. He goes for 7. Lahore, 12 for 1.
In at 3, Abdullah Shafiq, who's in run of form as well in this tournament, already has a 50 to his name in this edition. 66 is highest. He can strike a ball. A little bit of class and touch, but he's got the flair as well. That was the undoing of Mohammad Naeem. And tried to swing every delivery. This one, the toe end, a simple take by Abbas Afridi and Hassan Ali into the wickets from the get-go. He bowled a fantastic over in the previous outing as well, but only got the 1 over. Maybe the fact that he's picked up a wicket, he might continue on.
This is a very good start for Karachi Kings. Knowing that the bowlers failed to deliver in the last match, nearly picked up a wicket in the first over, and now Hassan Ali picks up his first in his very first over.
A slip in for the new batter. We'll talk about the pitch and how it's been playing. Lahore Qalandars were put into bat in the previous encounter. Qalandars put them in. Quetta Gladiators put them in. They scored 219 in Lahore. They're a kind of team that like to bat. They've got plenty of firepower as well. Abdullah Shafiq, 66 in the first game, 37 in the second. Fakhr's got runs. Oh, that's beaten him. And through. Very, very close to that off stump.
Yep, playing all around it. And went in between the bat and pad.
Yeah, you can download 𝐶hangeon.io, the world's first cryptocurrency. Doesn't hit. So no further damage to Lahore. The over is done. Lahore 13 for 1.
Your score 13 for 1.
Lahore Qalandars, they won the toss and they have elected to bat. They've lost Mohammad Naeem for 7, but their experience and men in form in and to follow as well. Mitchell with runs, Billings with runs. And stuck around the legs for 1. We saw Adam Hill in that first game. It was more the line that got him into trouble. It was more around the leg stump line. Talk about Mohammad Naeem's wicket. Had a big heave for 6, went immediately after, only caught the toe end of the bat.
Lahore Qalandars have lost a wicket within 3 overs in all 3 matches this season. They have not been very good, especially right at the top of the order.
Through the offside, and should go through for 4. Another boundary to Fakhr.
Yeah, you feel with the field that Adamul has set. He's got a slip in place. Fine, short third man. He's looking for that swing and angle across the left-hander, bringing those catches into play. Fakhr Zaman, he's certainly up to the task. Loves the offside and finds the middle of the bat for a boundary.
Oh, big shout. Probably a little bit of bat. Probably why also everyone's just gone back to their business. You mentioned JP, Fakhr has played that shot nicely. He also likes batting in Karachi in this tournament. 823 runs, 48 average, and strike set at 153. So if he can go on in this Pepsi power play, he's one that Lahore heavily rely on to get a good start and make use of the first 6. Also has a century against his opposition at this very venue.
And he is more than capable of playing some big shots. Remember, he's the only one in the history of PSL to go above, hitting more than 106s, 107 to be exact. And remember, he was dropped in the very first over trying to bring up his 108-6. Now you got to make it count now because he's got an opportunity. There was a pretty straightforward chance.
Yeah, 17 sixes behind the second best, Nasif Ali, Kamran Akmal, Riley Rousseau and Shoaib Malik. A couple of centurions in there as well. Riley Rousseau has 2 in the tournament. Better start to Karachi Kings and their bowlers so far. Adam Mill was expensive, really expensive. In fact, most expensive he's been in his T20 career. In that previous game, gave away 60. Went wicketless as well. They want to improve on that. Excellent over. Lahore 19 for 1.
Yeah, just the one change for Lahore Qalandars. Karachi Kings with the same 11 as previous game. Zaman Khan, he comes in for Jahandad. Mentioned both teams come in with momentum, a victory. Lahore Qalandars winning the toss, selecting to bat. Very unusual on the surface. Most teams have been successful chasing. It is the second game on this very surface within 4 days.
A beautiful piece of vehicle as well. The BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and the PSL leading in terms of talent. And BYD giving away the BYD seal as a prize to the player of the tournament. Hassan Ali with the ball. First over went for 7, and the wicket as well off Mohammad Naeem. A slip gone, so ring of fielders 4 on either side, deep backward square on the boundary.
Spoke a little bit earlier about how he faced the 5 deliveries, and every delivery he tried to go over the top, change of line. He did give himself a little bit of room in that previous delivery, found the middle of the bat, Hassan Ali, he was up to the task.
Sneak through a good single. Very good. He was up and running, Abdullah Shafiq. That's what you get with Hassan Ali. He's a nippy sort of a character, bustles through his action and get the ball to just shape away slightly either side.
It's great to see him get another opportunity to bowl a second over. We saw him in the previous game only getting the 1 over in the Pepsi power play. He only went for 2 runs. It's the area of the game where certainly Karachi Kings struggled with ball in hand. But very different tonight. They've been very disciplined. The line in particular has been the improvement.
He'll have to re-bowl that. Straying in line, touch too straight. Yeah, he got runs. He got 67 of them in very, very quick time. It is what set the platform for that big score and a big win for Lahore Qalandars. Able to maneuver all parts. Flamboyant striker off the ball. Shan does well, gets a good hand on that.
They bowled well. To the feel, and the feeling has been good apart from the glitch in the very first over. And they've got a pretty strong batting lineup coming in. Number 4, Dal Mitchell, Sam Billings. Remember, he scored a quick 550 the other night. Sikandar Raza, look at that strike rate.
Picked up nicely. Probably doesn't have the legs to carry to the boundary. Does. This Karachi outfield very good. Although it wasn't timed out of the middle, but he picks up for Shafiq.
Yeah, as good as a surface this is, if it's very short, you're going to get punished. Doesn't really get too high around the chest height, and Shafiq is certainly in great form. Doesn't quite get the middle. As mentioned, you get value for shots here at the National Bank Stadium.
I don't think that's a length to go to Shafiq. I want to be up around good length, slightly fuller. Leading edge and gone. Corrects the length and gets rewarded Hassan Ali. He now has 2.
Excellent. He's just been simply brilliant in terms of line and length. You remember he was hit for a boundary the previous delivery, and he's come back strongly. He was eyeing to play it on the onside, gets the leading edge. The credit goes to the bowler Hassan Ali. Tons of experience. Look where he is intending to play. On the onside, gets caught on the offside. Really good. But they're pumped up. That's the signature celebration from Hassan Ali. In-form batter goes out. The Shafiq gone for 6. Lahore 25 for 2.
The Kiwi veteran walks out. 229 games, just 13 shy of 5,000 runs in T20. And got runs in both games as well. He comes out at 4. And Hassan Ali bowling with his tail up. Both wickets to his name. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 2 great overs from Hassan Ali. 4 come down, 25 for 2. toss and electing to bat. They'll now hope Fakhr and Mitchell can put together a partnership. Adam Mill, who's bowled a really good couple of overs, given the third. And Karachi Kings extremely tight, a lot better with the contrasting way they bowled in that first game, and they've been rewarded as well. Plays it well. A deliberate attempt to open the face of the bat, controlled, and picks up 4.
Yeah, certainly like this strategy from David Warner. At a moment, he's got his tail up. Why not? Give him an extra over. Asking the questions, he finds the edge. He did have a slip in play in the previous over. Takes him out. Unfortunately, gets the edge that he's after, but nobody in that vicinity, and gets the boundary.
Tim Seifert just gets a hand to that. Well, those are 2 caps the players are after. For the best batter, the Hanif Mohammed cap in green. And for the best bowler, the Fazal Mahmood cap in red. This indirect solar energy. And they will be giving a solar system for the winner of either. Obviously, T's and C's always apply. Saibzada Farhan has a Hanif Mohammed cap at the moment, also has a century. Abrar Ahmed spinning a little bit of magic with the green cap. Looking for a single. And Daryl Mitchell yet to get off the mark, couple of deliveries in.
It's certainly been a disciplined start in this Pepsi power play by the Karachi Kings. Up to 2 wickets thus far. That man in your picture, he loves it.
They can see the change of plans in terms of the line of attack from the bowlers, especially this time around. They were all over the place in that first match. Went plenty. They conceded 63 in the power play, but now in the 4th or rather 5th over, they've only conceded 30. Could have been 30 for 3, but it's 30 for 2. Very good. Yeah, he'll be very, very happy.
Change of field as well. Fine up in the ring. Third falls back. Yeah, good use of the short length delivery. A little bit of shape as well, albeit past the batter. Daryl Mitchell just inquiring whether that was too high. It wasn't.
No. Other thing which has caught my attention is that they haven't bowled at the similar area lengths all the time. They've mixed it up. So there has been a touch of surprise from the bowlers. It certainly surprised the batters.
Not a bad player to have. And next, Sam Billings. Signature shot for Daryl Mitchell. Stand and deliver. Starts the over with a boundary. Ends it with 1. 5 done. 34 for 2.
Yeah, he's been attempting to give himself room to free his arms, is Daryl Mitchell. That occasion, he certainly finds the middle of the bat. Batters would certainly want to get the ball in that motorway, wouldn't they? Get it out the stadium.
I think this has been a fascinating first 5 overs of this game. Really has been terrific. It's been a nice game of cat and mouse at the moment. 34 for 2 at this stage. A couple of key batsmen out. I think the bowling has been really good. Abbas just going past the outside edge with his first delivery. Hassan Ali's done a fine job after getting tapped in the first game that he played 3 days ago. Went for 43. He's picked up 2 wickets this time. Just look at this movement, just sliding across. Wasn't quite at the pitch of that, and going straight through to Tim Seifert. So I think they've been really good, Karachi Kings, and have the upper hand at this stage. There is protection out there, and just the one. Wasim Akram, good evening.
Good evening, Hazy. How are you?
All good, thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant start by Karachi Kings. They bowled much better today. According to the pitch, back of a length. And obviously pick off the bowlers so far. Hassan Ali 2 for 13 in his 2. Bas bowling his first over, just conceded 1 run, 35 for 2. Lahore Qalandars lost 2 good wickets, important wickets.
Would dearly love to pick up another wicket now. Zaman has had 1 life when he was on 1. Should have been caught by James Vince. The setter was put down. Just screaming through for 1. Now KFC score a scholarship each time a player hits a 6. KFC will award a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. Great to have KFC involved again. It's a lovely sponsorship, that one. The challenge right now from those guys, as the coach, Ravi Wapara in the middle, is to try and keep Fakhar Zaman as quiet as they have so far. 17 off 13. Bottom edge.
That's what actually good bowling does to the opposition. I mean, he's a very good player. He's in good nick, Fakhar Zaman. But now he's trying to play shots. So while doing that, he might play a loose shot and give his wicket away. So far, very good from Abbas. Only conceded 2 runs, 2 dot balls. Back of a length with the new ball, especially in first 6 overs, is the key on this particular track. It was a big heave towards square leg. He missed it.
It's a pretty good line to bowl as well, to try and tuck him up with that sort of line and also that sort of length. Captain Warner will be very pleased at the moment. Advancing and slamming that down the ground for 4. That is a fine stroke.
That came out of nowhere. He's on 21 now. Fakhar Zaman. Let's have a look at the shot and replay. Went like a trace of a bullet. Look at this. Gave himself room, couple of steps. Bang!
Yeah, it's a really good shot, and sooner or later he's going to have to try and do something a little bit different. Bus went for 53 in that previous game. So he'd have realised that sooner or later one of these batsmen are going to look to attack as best they possibly can against him, and that boundary just eased a little bit of pressure for Fakhar Zaman. Run rate just a shade over the 6.5 mark at this stage. Well controlled up until now. Giving himself some room. Sliding that one through the covers as well. That's another very good shot. Back-to-back boundaries. Good stuff from Fakhar Zaman.
10 from the over. Another brilliant shot. 6 overs gone. Power play gone. 44 for 2.
में दो सवाल का जवाब और जीतो 5 रन का 5 गेंद में अपना कर पेप्सी पियो और वाटर भी बनाएंगे में हिस्सा लेकर बने हिस्सा
44 for 2 and the Pepsi power players below par. They would like to score more runs than that for starters. Of course, you don't want to try and lose 2 wickets. You want to lose maybe maximum of 1 at the stage. There's a signal just confirming that that is now done. It's really interesting these days in T20 cricket, the HBL PSL. Sides batting first just look to tee off from ball 1, and it hasn't come off so far for today for Lahore. So we've had to just get situation they need to just resurrect things a little bit. These two are very fine players, two very experienced players, Zaman and Mitchell. Fawad Ali now, replacing Milne. Looking for one, and that's pretty well placed. Very well placed indeed.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do now, rotate the strike for 2-3 deliveries. And of course, Fakhr is the aggressor here. He's on 25 of 16. He will play his game. And Fawad Ali got some pace, no doubt. He went for 19 in his 2 overs in the previous game. He made his debut for Karachi Kings, and they found this young talent from Karachi Kings talent hunt scheme. That's a good sign.
Exciting times for him, that's for sure. Oops, that's going to be called a wide. Got some pace, 140 k's per hour, that last delivery. Here's a look at the Pepsi Powerplay package. And right at the start, a life for Zaman should have been taken by James Vincent. Also went for 4, but shouldn't impress the bowler, I'm sure. And this was the second wicket to go down, so 2 nice and early. Caught just skewing that to long on. Correction, the first, that was the second, and Zaman played a couple of fine shots through the covers, squeezed one through the covers as well to give himself some room. And now they're just looking to rotate a little bit.
They're trying to build up a partnership. This partnership is birthed between these two, 22 of just 16 deliveries. A good start by Karachi Kings, I must say. Different bowling altogether. Obviously, they sat down. They had 2 days off. Probably had practice one day, and they probably had planned, okay. That's why we didn't do well in the first game as a bowler, as a bowling unit. So they recovered well. A skipper for Lahore Qalandars, Shaheen got 2 wickets in the previous game.
Trying to give himself just a little bit of room and work that hard to the leg side. Time for our 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋 selfie moment. 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋 smartphone working overtime. What a nice snap. Fawad Ali hails from Swat, a beautiful valley in the KP province. Lots of Pakistan talent is coming from KP these days. Snappers are here, ready to capture the moments. Batting side will be looking to provide a few more of those for the next few overs. My goodness, that's gone over the top, not by much. Got a glove on it, but that's all.
That also brings up their 51 now, Lahore for 2 wickets on. And what a delivery from Fawad Ali. It was a bit nippy. His pace has been 142, 140, 142, 140. And the previous lead was of 135.6, and the extra bounce. Look at that. He gave himself room, got the top edge, and keeper just missed it because of the pace and the edge.
Tim Seifert's not the tallest around. Didn't help his cause.
Got quick arm slingy action. He hails from Swat, a beautiful valley in KP province, and lots of Pakistani talent, especially in cricket, is coming from KP, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, that one of our province up north.
Nicely done by Mitchell. In the boundary off the previous, just to make sure that Zaman doesn't watch too many deliveries from the non-striker's end. He needs to get bat on ball as often as possible right now, and he's trying to flow like he is. He's 26 off 17.
So Hazy, what did you do for 2 days? 2 days off in Karachi, beautiful Karachi?
Yeah, pretty relaxed though, pretty relaxed. Just,
any golf?
No, I'm not a golfer, so okay. I was a golfer for a while, but I was useless, so I gave that up.
Fair call.
Found better time to use. And a single off the last ball that over. 9 from it, 7 gone, 53 for 2. To be very happy with his return today. 17 runs off his first over 3 days ago, but 3 overs, none for 21. The economy rate is good. Hassan Ali outstanding, 2 for 13 off his a couple. A Abbas, his first win for 10, so he needs to just track that back a little bit, and Hassan Ali almost the same. So this is where it gets really tough. When you got these two batsmen, two very fine batsmen looking to really step on things. Kushtil Shah now, change of pace. Trying to get the batsman to make the pace from the spinner. Or it's a wide, called first ball.
Interesting, left arm spinner against the left arm bowler, left arm batter, and he loves it. But knowing Khushtil with the experience, he'll be bowling everything outside off stump to Fakhr Zaman. Maybe that arm delivery that goes across the left-hander.
Oh, we got a new cameraman today.
Can you see?
Wonder how folksy he is. He's probably got, oh, lovely. He's got that nicely organised. Far superior to some of the other guys that have been working down there. Just joking, guys. Let him do that in that suit the whole night.
It's hard work. These guys are really, credit to all of these guys, these mascots. It's a thick suit and it's not very pleasant. I mean, right now it's very pleasant outside in Karachi. That's famous breeze in the evening.
He's had a good start to his day. The line already, and he's given it up. Kushtil Shah continues.
Need a big partnership here, Lahore Qalandars. Karachi Kings looking good. We are into 8th over. Lahore 56 for 2. This partnership is worth now 31 between these two. Aggressor, obviously, Zaman.
They're going to need to try and step on a little bit here, these two guys. Just a couple of quiet overs that they don't need, I don't think. Sam Billings to come in next. Sikandar Raza after that. Billings has been in remarkable form in the previous game. 19 ball 50. It's pretty good bowling from Kushtil Shah, not giving him anything to hit, tucking him up.
Excellent so far. Only 4 runs from it, and that too, the way he's bowling against Fakhr Zaman, his variations has been exceptional so far, and obviously he's not trying to turn the ball into him because Fakhr will pick him towards mid-wicket and mid-on. That's his go-to area.
And a dot ball to finish. That is a magnificent over. 4 from it, 57 for 2.
Karachi. A lot of exhibitions happen there, especially the paintings. We have amazing artists in this part of the world too. Karachi, one of the biggest cities in the world, biggest city of Pakistan, obviously, with almost 25 million people. Happening city, absolutely.
Some remarkable architecture in Pakistan and some terrific stuff in Karachi that I've seen already. That's picked up. Just the one though, straight to the fielder. Shah Masood down there. Now the bowling so far has been really good from the Karachi Kings. Really good work. Hassan Ali was terrific, beating the bat as well, keeping it nice and tight. So the lines were good, a little bit of movement also around the place, but they would have talked a lot about it after that last game. They've got it absolutely spot on today. Really good stuff.
The lengths we talk about, that's where they're hitting, and that's where the bowling coach Sean Tate must have had a word with them. Okay, this is the length we have to bowl on this particular track, especially with the new ball, because there's quite a bit of grass on it.
Got that away for 4. Hit that very smartly down there to that region, that corner.
It's generating some pace for sure. Fawad, the first delivery 145, this 142, but again, he's not consistent. Obviously playing his second game, that's a big deal. Eventually he has to learn, but very quickly. Back of a length, if batsman is giving you room, follow the batsman. Don't give him, don't bowl him outside off stump where he actually wants you to.
Short again. There's protection out there. It's just the one. It's a really important time to bowl right now to get things right. These two guys are going to look to pounce on anything they can to try and play a little bit of catch-up. Another look at the seamers from the Kings.
Yeah, that's what we talk about, between 6 and 8 meter length, and that's what they bowled. Look at the percentage of the lengths, and that's why they've been excellent today, Karachi Kings bowlers, all of them in fact. Especially with the new ball, Hassan Ali, pick of the bowlers. 2 for 13 in his 2.
5,004 runs now in T20 cricket for Daryl Mitchell. That line also from that Hawkeye pitch map showed a good story as well. Much better than the other game. Single, that's fine from Fawad Ali. It's a free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league. Also win mobile phones daily. Terrific prize this. Seven runs off this over, 2 balls to go. Nicely bowled again. Going to try and scamper back for the second, and that's really good running.
That's good cricket. That's sensible cricket, experienced, both of them. Okay, they're 66 for 2, but they still have 8 wickets in hand. And he knew the fielder is at the boundary, played it nicely towards the mid-wicket.
Parkview City question. Which bowler took a hat-trick in the 1999 Cricket World Cup for Pakistan?
I know the answer, but I'm not giving it.
Come on, you can tell us.
I can, but let the public people do it.
Whisper it to me. He got it over the top. Yep, he has. That's an important boundary. It was a tight over. Would have been the second tight over if that hadn't gone for 4. 70 for 2. Still pretty well controlled. The last 30 balls voting on for 45, but they haven't lost any further wickets. Bit of flight that time, and that's been slapped over the top for 6. That's a great start of the over. Terrific hit from Zaman. Brings up the 50 stand as well. 51 now of 34 between these two guys.
So the partnership they needed. Lahore Qalandars and Zaman is such a dangerous player. Look at that shot. Look at that shot. He literally slapped it over mid-off for 6. He knew this is not going to turn. He knew he's going to bowl outside off stump. He looked at the first over and he realized this is the time.
I reckon he had the car in his sights then, the BYD car. Almost took out that car. Straight into the door almost. It's on track perhaps. Oh, just a little bit off.
After pitching, spun away from the car.
It's a very fine partnership this. They need to build on it. Very wide. That delivery from Crystal Shah. Change of angle from him. Six, the first ball of the over. He's now got to play catch up as best he possibly can because it's going to be an expensive over. T20 cricket, when you're bowling to these two batsmen, they're not going to let you get away after that first one disappears. Good pace, really good pace. Protection on the offside, couple of guys on the leg side and long off and long on, both in positions. And he's trying to pick out one of them, but he's trying to pick out someone in the stand rather, and it's a very fine catch from the wall boy. Took that easy. Absolute simple catch.
Second 6 of the over. They are back in the game, Lahore Qalandars. Look at that. Slightly slow ball, and he turned it. He waited for it, and then he went after it with a big bang. 80 meters. A big hit.
14 off the over so far. He's going to add another half a dozen. He is. 6 more, big over, 20 off it. Also brings up the 50 of just 29 deliveries. Zaman, he had a life early, but he's capitalising now. 90 for 2 it is.
Zaman के पहले सामने के सामने जाएंगे 1, 2 and 3. Then number 4, 90 for 2.
Back-to-back sixes, and he brings up another half century. The second one in the tournament. Plenty of runs as well. Zaman leading the way for the Lahore Qalandars. At the halfway mark, Lahore 90 for 2. And they've just picked up the ante. 20 in the previous over. Has delicately played. A deft touch for 4.
It's amazing how a string of balls can change the momentum and the complexity of the game. And the Lahore Qalandars have certainly created that for themselves, particularly in the last 6 deliveries. Multiple boundaries, and all of a sudden the momentum is with them. This partnership now ticking along beautifully, 69 or 40 deliveries.
Remember, he was dropped on 1. He's already added 49 of Zaman. It could have been a very different story. Now it's time, all of you watching, concentrate a little bit more. It's a fan pulse question. How many wickets did the HBL PSL 2023 player of the tournament take? 22, 23, 24 or 21. Remember, it's HBL PSL 2023. Win your prizes. He likes to go straight, but he goes 180 in the opposite direction. Leading edge for Mitchell. Has 2 boundaries in the over.
Fortune favouring the brave. Mitchell looking to go the aerial route over mid-off, is in the ring, in the 30-metre circle, finds a thick outside edge, and finds the second boundary already in the 11th over.
It's a trademark of Daryl Mitchell, always looking to play the ball straight with that vertical blade. Mid-off still up in the ring. Takes him on. And takes him on for 1 bounce 4. And still doesn't connect, but the toe end and mid-off up in the ring. Has 3 boundaries now in the over.
Yeah, brings up the 100 for the Lahore Qalandars. He goes the back of the hand option. And was the intention of where Daryl Mitchell was looking in the previous delivery. Didn't quite execute. He gets it this time around. And a 1 bounce 4.
Stand mid-off up in the ring if you're going to bowl that fuller length. Does he change it up, Abbas Afridi? Yeah, just pulls the length back slightly, not allowing Daryl Mitchell to swing through the line. It's one of our favourite moments, a Tapal tea moment. Fans enjoying Pakistan's finest brand, #1 tea brand, our very own. Last 15 balls, 40 runs. He'll be happy. He is pacing up and down, but the last 15 have gone in his favour. 77 of 44, the partnership. Beautiful shot. All class, all timing. It's been over of 4s. 4 of them, 16 come off it. 11 done, 106 for 2. And a time for a breather with a Tapal strategic timeout.
मगर जवान के बैट शॉट बचा दो। सबसे पहले लाहौर कलंदर्स के लिए सब एक साथ तालियां बजाएंगे। लाहौर कलंदर्स 11 ओवर बॉल 102.2। कराची साले के ओवर सामने में एक साथ शॉट करेंगे। आलू कबड्डी कराची साले के ऊपर सब मिलेंगे, एक साथ शॉट करेंगे। आलू कबड्डी
City of Lights, it is Karachi versus Lahore as we come out of the Tapal strategic timeout, and it's been a Fakhr Zaman show. He's played some delicate strokes and some ones with flair as well. 5 boundaries and 3 big hits, and he's not done. For Lahore Qalandars, he's still in there and he's managed another half century to his name. As you'd expect, very strong leg side square of the wicket. 28% of his runs coming there. And he's put together 81 of just the 45 in the partnership with Mitchell, who also has raced to 40 from the other end. More left arm spin from Arafat Minhas. Excellent running for a couple. Well, JP, we already saw the first game in the tournament in Karachi get 234, which was chased down. Now, where do you see Karachi pulling this back?
I guess it starts with identifying who is the impact player, particularly from a bowling perspective. Adam Mo bowling 3 overs in the power play already, so he just has the 1 left. Hassan Ali, he's got 2 left. Oh, and he goes again. And just over the fingertips of the square fielder, Irfan. And it's been an area of dominance for Fakhr Zaman. As we saw in his wagon wheel, he's been very, very dominant there. And targeting that back of a length, trying to stay out of that step-in position. But the footwork, exceptional. And just over the boundary for another maximum.
That's going to be a hot spot. Every time Fakhr is in, that is going to be a hot spot. That's why Karachi have their best fielder out there, Irfan Khan Niazi. That's a replay from the buggy. Doesn't get a hand to it. gets a jump in. That is a fantastic piece of camera work. That is brilliant. Brilliant also for Lahore, because there is now another 6 to the tally. There's been 5 of them this evening so far.
Oh, ball boy. Zaman.
Yeah, you think back to the previous game, particularly from Karachi's point of view. Where do they want to improve on? They probably identified the power play as an area of the game that they needed to be better in, which they did. Since then, it's been all dominance from this partnership between Mitchell and Fakhar Zaman. 21 of 50 deliveries.
Yeah, another good over for Lahore. 11 off it. It's 117 for 2.
Turnover going 117.2. Sabir Samani Bajai from Zaman Video Television League. For the Zaman 60, Television 41 runs.
Well, the Karachi crowd will hope that the team can just peg this back slightly. At the moment, the opposition, the rivals, the Lahore, 117 for 2. A partnership closing to 3 figures. It's 92 of 51. And it's come off some quality striking. In particular from the man on screen. 60 not out now, striking at 181. Look what he's trying to do. He's trying to access that offside field with mid-off up in the ring. Deep backward square and deep point. And long on were the 3 fielders in front on the boundary. He's trying to access that field on the offside by giving himself room. And as I say that, another fielder falls back onto the mid-wicket boundary. Funky and smart. Very, very good from Fakhar Zaman. Identifying fine was up in the ring. Boundary was there to be had and he takes it.
Yeah, you certainly identify the smart thinking here by Fakhar Zaman. Was the change of field just before the ball was delivered. Mid-wicket went out onto the fence, which then indicated that he was probably going to hit a hard length. And he read it beautifully. Not necessarily a shot that we've been accustomed to Fakhar Zaman, but backs it, commits to it, and executes well.
Partnership now on 97. And the other thing he does is he's so busy that if there isn't a hit on offer, that he makes sure he gets down the other end. The rotation of strike also continues. He's been absolutely fantastic for Lahore Qalandars. Made his debut for Pakistan and for Lahore Qalandars in the HBL Pakistan Super League in the same year, 2017, and he's only behind Babar Azam in terms of 50+ scores in the tournament. Already has 2 this season, 23 of them. Put that together with the most 6s in the tournament, and what a brilliant runner between the wickets. He was pushing for 2 from the get-go, comfortable in the end.
Hits the ball a long way, does Zaman. Margin for error is very small when it comes to spin versus Fakhar Zaman. Or half a dozens already in his innings.
Mid-off now up for Mitchell. Does he take it on? And with that length, mid-off okay. Previous over, the length was slightly fuller. And mid-off was under attack. Here it is, most sixes in the tournament. Fakhr Zaman significantly behind the rest of the pack. 111, 4 of them this evening. And partnership now 99. Field continues to change with every delivery. And Karachi trying to break this partnership. Catches the call, just short of Hassan Ali. 100 partnership also comes up at the end of the 13th Lahore, 125 for 2. And in a very rapid time, 57 deliveries. Fakhr Zaman striking at 180, Daryl Mitchell 157. And a third wicket partnership putting Lahore well and truly in front. Looking at another score of 200 as a first innings total. The last 30 deliveries have gone for 68, and it's been a galore of boundaries. They've also run extremely well between the wickets. Just the 29 dots. There's always a significant area of the game. If you can just keep taking the scoreboard along when the boundaries are hard to come by, or add on top of them. It was short. And he's picked it up into that big vacant leg side. What a take, but he does crash into the boundary. Khushdil Shah with a valiant effort, but in vain. And to make matters worse, that'll also be 6.
Speak about commitment in the outfield. Was the change of angle from Minas coming back over the wicket as the left arm spinner to the left-hander. It is the matchup that Fakhr Zaman wants, but what a great effort in the outfield.
Yeah, JP, remember it's his wrong hand. He's a lefty, so his non-dominant hand. He picks it up again. 3 fielders patrolling the boundary. Bit of a bad bounce, but plenty of acreage into Fakhr Zaman's leg side to pick up 2s. Worth another look. Slightly higher on the splice of the bat. What an effort. What an effort. And to keep hold of the ball even after crashing into the boundary. Given 6 because the impact was on the full with the ball in hand from Khushdil. Now you can understand it's that point in the game where Fakhr, you'd imagine, would tee off for pretty much everything. We continue to talk about our very own finest Pakistan ka apna brand Tapal tea. Extremely refreshing. And tea and cricket, JP, is brilliant. We need to get you down there. He's got a hit. He had to hit. He doesn't. And the overthrow, only makes matters worse for Karachi Kings. Plenty of teapots. And because of the 5 extras now.
.54, Daryl Mitchell. It's been a fine innings. Took a few deliveries to get his eye in. Just the 10 dots. His running between the wickets has been the hallmark. The intensity in which he has batted with. His use of the crease. Hitting all around the ground.
Now another big over in the favor of the red side, Lahore. It goes for 16, 14 done, 1 for 2. The skyscrapers coming at the right time in that middle phase. After they lost a couple of wickets in the power play, Lahore Qalandars have steadied the ship and beyond. Last 30 deliveries have now gone for 71. And then a bit of an overthrow from Arafat Minas that went for 5 and also brought up Darren Mitchell's 50. Striking at 166. The partnership between the two of them also beyond 3 figures. 116 now. A little bit of thinking for the Karachi Kings skipper. A change of pace, a smart bowling from Abbas, not allowing the pace to carve it through the offside.
Yeah, you certainly feel he had to give it a go. Wasn't too far from the stumps. And unfortunately, or fortunately from a Lahore point of view, favour went their way and brought up Dal Mitchell's 50 as well.
Again, trying to open up that offside. Very close to the stumps. A couple of dot deliveries at this point. You just need as many, string as many as you can without a boundary for Karachi Kings. That would be the aim. What are they looking at in terms of a first innings score? What do they want to be chasing? Remember, David Warner at the toss said he would have liked to bowl. But what would he like in terms of a score? Well, the Karachi crowd has been great. They're coming out in numbers as well. And here's one of the reasons for you to come in. Now, if you find yourself on the camera when you're on the big screen, the Vigotel Bhangra cam shows your finest moves. Come on, gentlemen. One lucky winner gets a Vigotel smartphone. I'm sure Erin Holland could do that as well. And I don't know if she qualifies for the Vigotel smartphone, but she's the finest dancer in the group. What a strike! The crowd applauds. That's hit the roof at the Karachi National Bank Stadium. It is flying. The ball is flying here, this time off the bat of Mitchell.
Brings up the 7th 6 in the innings thus far. Banging in that hard length. And Daryl Mitchell, he's certainly been in these positions in the T20 game many a time. And does he love it? Finds the middle of the bat. Hits the roof.
His first 6 of the innings. He's got 8 boundaries to go with it. Looking for that block hole delivery. I enjoy this one. If you're a Karachi Kings fan, maybe just look away. This partnership developing into a very dangerous one. Now, where is David Warner looking for this next wicket? And bowlers as well. Everybody's been under the pump. Adam Milne has one. Hassan Ali has a couple. So you'd imagine 3 would come from that. And good change of pace. A slower Yorker to end the over. 9 of the over. 15 done. Also brings up 150. It's for 2 loss.
5 overs to go. They are so well set up. 150 for 2, 60 runs for no wickets off the last 30 balls. They've really started to step on it now. Zaman on 76. Mitchell's knock has been really good. He's on 57. at a 30 ball 50. Now it gets tough. Now it gets really tough for the bowling coach. Tate pacing around. Hassan Ali. Dot ball. Now remember to scan the QR code, download 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒 app and enter the lucky draw. Chance to win a motorcycle at every match game. Terms and conditions apply. Download 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒. Well, that one's kept a little bit low, but it's a dot ball in the end.
What a comeback by Lahore Qalandars. At 8 overs, they were 66 for 2, and I thought they were struggling. And the next 3 overs went for 49 runs. And last 30 deliveries have conceded 56 runs. So they are 150 for now, for 2. Looking really good. We're into 16th over. This partnership is worth 125 of just 71 deliveries.
Hassan Ali's been brilliant so far. 2 for 13. Low full toss, drilled down the ground, he hits it hard and it's out. Really fine catch, very nicely taken. It's a really important wicket at exactly the right time. David Warner will be sighing with relief a little bit there to get Zaman out at that stage.
Karachi Kings definitely breathing a little better now. They were all over the park, they bowled well in the beginning, but last couple of overs, as was seen by mentioned, runs were flowing. They needed wicket, they needed to break this partnership, and Milne was the man and the deep who had to run a little right, and beautiful diving catch. David Warner pretty pleased with the effort, and Zaman superb knock, 76 of 47, gone now. It's 150 for 3.
Sam Billings now played beautifully a couple of days ago, 50 of 19 deliveries. Very good strike of the ball, nice and aggressive. Billings straight away look to get after these bowling. He will know there's not too much time left. He's got a strike from ball 1. Couldn't have worked out better for Multan to get Zaman at that stage.
Yeah, they got the wicket of the danger man, who was looking really good. Low full toss, didn't middle it, and brilliant catch by Milne at mid-on. Sam Billings is in good nick as well. He's got 19 ball 50 in the previous game against Quetta.
Going to run that a little bit fine, not to beat. Now, just a word or two is, I think, fairly friendly actually in the end. Just a bit of a conversation between the two. They're pretty good mates after their years with Pakistan.
Yeah, they both get on really well. So I think it was all friendly. And yes, they're very competitive, that's for sure.
Thick. Couple of bounces. Just the single.
Pretty decent over.
153 for 3.
16 over called 153 for 3.
only going at a shade under 10 and over at the moment. If they continue at that rate, they get to 191. They'll need to step on that, I think, against this powerful batting lineup. They can get to 13 and 0 from here. They get to 205. Once you get past the 200 mark, you just need a couple of really big overs in the middle to try and boost that past that total also. Kustil Shah, first over was good, got pasted in his second over. So he's got an important job to do right now.
There's a little bit of risk involved in Kustil right now because Billings doesn't really waste too much time. And here we go. The first ball out of the park. Beautiful shot. Good use of the feet. And he's going to put Kustil under some serious pressure.
Absolutely, he did. First ball 6 on that too. In the 17th over, big risk giving spinner a part-time bowler. 17th over. And first ball 6, pressure back on the bowlers at Karachi Kings. 159 for 3 now, Lahore. And Sam Billings is in great nick.
Seeing Kustil Shah bowl quicker than this as well. Better length that time. Billings looking to repeat the dose, not to be.
Yeah, he's a kind of batter who plays 360. He will play that funky shots also, but when he is hitting straight, is in control most of the time.
Down the ground from Mitchell, just the one.
And run rate is just under 10, 9.76. They have 7 wickets in hand.
Here's the Jazz fan pulse question. Which player hit the second most sixes in a single HBL PSL season without winning the tournament that year? Shout, but optimistic, I think. No, he wants to go upstairs. It's Kustil Shah. He wants to have a look at this. What's David Warner going to do? He does go upstairs as well.
TV umpire to director. We have a player rule for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we move on to front on, please?
The question's going to be about the line of this, where it hit him.
Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultras, please. Let's keep rolling. Flat line, flat line. Yeah, flat line. Then ball passing the bat and gloves. Can you roll it back one more time, please? Yeah, now roll forward. Roll forward, please. Yeah, I can see a gap on the left-hand side between gloves and the ball. Satisfied, no bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready. Original decision not out. Pitching outside off. Impact outside. Okay, stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen. Please signal. Okay,
Yeah,
please signal.
That's why David Warner wasn't that keen to have a look at that. Mr. Shah's got 3 balls left in this over. 6 off the first. 3 singles after that. Slowed down the pace that time. Mitchell dragging on the onside, coming back for the second. Good running. Very good running.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for run out at the batting end. Show me the side and angle, please. The bat is grounded before the bails are off. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
In by some distance. Information from the TV umpire. 1 ball left in this over, 11 from it up until now.
11 and over will take them to 198. And we've seen in the first game here, Karachi chased 230 plus against...
Running hard the first one, looking to come back. Touch and turn, that's good running between these two guys. Very good work. 166 for 3. It's an interesting Manhattan graph for a T20 game. You can see that they didn't get out of control at all up until over number 10, really, which has been the best over by some distance. Then it just slowed down a little bit. They started to get going again, then lost a wicket at over number 16, and now they've just got a dash for these last 3 overs.
What a spell by Hassan Ali. 3 wickets in his 3 overs and only given 16 runs. Pick of the bowlers, absolutely, from Karachi Kings.
Hustling in, as he always does. Hasn't quite got hold of it. It's right at the end of the bats. And it's not going to go for 6, just going to bounce once. Still good connection, though, good enough from Billings.
I'm not sure if he picked that slow delivery because he was a little bit late on the stroke. You can see the fingers, the splits when he was about to bowl. And he had to really wait. Luckily, he got the middle of the bat and he went over mid-off. And Hassan Ali was expecting the ball to maybe grip a touch so he can go, ball can go toward mid-on, but not the case.
Change your field, third man comes up and mid-off goes back. So third man fine leg up in the circle. Boundary on the first ball.
Clever, really clever. That's top stuff from Billings. Really impressive.
Very clever cricketer. Boundary on the first ball, over mid-off on a slow ball. Then third man came up, bowled the full-up delivery, goes across, picks it up beautifully for second boundary.
Yeah, not a very good delivery, not good thinking, I must say here, because when you move or when you push your mid-off, mid-on back on the boundary, you either bowl a slow delivery or bowl nice and full. Length ball means mid-off with the third man fine leg up. You know, the modern day batters, they can just play around with you and play those scoop shots.
Fine legs back now. 2 men back and a dip backward square. Does that fielding, Shah Masood.
Very impressed by the surfaces here so far. Pitch was pretty good in the previous game, and even today that grass did a bit of work for the Pacers early on. They learned their lesson. Karachi Kings, they did really well with the new ball. It's unfortunate Fakar's catch was dropped early and then they had to pay for it.
Dropped on 1 and he got 76, so that cost plenty. But yeah, I thought the seamers at the top really did a fine job. Got the ball in the right areas, didn't give anything away as a free hit or any wides. On one knee, drilling that as it picked up 4. No, good work again from Milne. Scrambling out there for his fellow bowler and does very well indeed. To the result.
11 runs from the over, 2 more deliveries to go. Slow ball, picked up nicely, waited for it, played through extra cover. Brilliant effort by the fielder at mid-off, saved 2 runs.
Qalandars got 50 runs in the last 3 overs in their previous game against Quetta. Short delivery. Can they do the same again this time? They'll have to play really well. The 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 mobile bungle cam is live. If you see yourself on the big screen, show us your best dance moves and light up the stadium. One lucky dancer will win 𝐍𝐿 smartphone. Hard-working ground staff. Hours and hours and hours every day they spend when there's games around the place. Do a fine job. Oh, that's good connection. That's gone high. How far has that gone? Not far enough. It's been taken at the end, went very high indeed. He's picked up his 4th wicket now, Hassan Ali. This is a fine performance from him.
Yeah, good wicket for Karachi Kings, and what a spell from Hassan Ali. Wicket on the last ball. That too of a dangerous batsman, Sam Billings, who looked really good, 19 of 10. He didn't middle it. It's the longer side of the ground, and very easy catch by Irfan. He got it in the end, and Sam Billings departs for 19 of 10. Lahore Qalandars, 178 for 4.
Sekundaraz at the non-striker's end. Slow delivery to start with. Mitchell might be joining, and no, it's gone over the top, and it's 6 runs. Fine way to start the over.
It doesn't matter if they're losing wickets. They're just going to carry on with that momentum. Just lost a wicket at the last ball of the previous over, and look what he did. Mitchell beautifully played over the top of mid-on fielder who was on the boundary. He was hit hard, he was flat. Good start of the over once again.
Top strike rate, 187 now. Mitchell with Sekundaraz. Watching Mitchell now in the non-striker's position. Well, that's nicely bowled. Good follow-up.
That's good bowling, good comeback. 6 on the first ball. Slow ball picked up beautifully, and that's Hassan Raza's 4th wicket. Sam Billing in the previous over of the last ball. Easy catch by Irfan at mid-wicket.
Hassan Ali ends up with 4 for 28. That is magnificent work. 4 for 28. Well, that's off the stumps. Little shovel, 1 bounce, and that's gone for 4. Superb stuff from Mitchell.
Got in position very early. He gave a little clue to the bowler, but once you're in the zone, wants to bowl certain delivery, you can't, it's hard to change then. And he got the length what he was looking for, isn't he? So he can just slide the ball on top of his bat. And like good sign
so far. And like you said, Vicky, he came into position a little earlier, Mitchell. And I think as a bowler, you just got to go outside off stump and hope for the best. Another slow ball.
And he's out. He's gone. It's a good catch at the end. Didn't quite have his balance, Hassan Ali. But it's an important catch to get Mitchell at that stage. He was looking to unleash. Really played beautifully. Took us a little bit of time to get going today, but then he stepped on it and played superbly. Mitchell, well, now he's gone.
Well, Abbas, a little expensive, but this wicket will encourage him. Will make him proud of what he has done. At top edge, it wasn't really from the middle of the bat. Hassan Ali, who hasn't done anything wrong this evening, bowling been superb, picked up 4 wickets, and now that catch. Big wicket, massive wicket. There's still few deliveries remaining. Gone for 75, Darryl Mitchell. It's 188 for 5.
2 balls left in over number 19. Slower delivery, that's beautifully bowled, dot ball. Rashad Hussain has just arrived. Leg spinner from Bangladesh.
When you get that slow delivery on target, it's not that easy. The ball does stop a touch. He was trying to hit over extra cover, that extra bounce, extra kick really helped to get that top part of the bat to Hassan Ali.
Such an important wicket, that one, Mitchell. Big wicket. Would have made a massive difference in the next couple of overs. Now that's a leading edge. Going to be safe. Didn't bounce that far in front of him. Some of the players are looking his way a little bit. End of the over, 190 for 5. Lost that in the lights or something, I think, in the end. Yard or so in front of him, that's all it was. To go now the Parkview City free hit for fans. Switch bowler took a hat-trick in the 99 Cricket World Cup for Pakistan. They won a house contest at Parkview City. Last over. Didn't carry. And the reaction and the couple of the boys that are watching intently. The bowler wasn't particularly impressed either. Kushal Shah was. Here we go, last over now. Oh, no, still not the last over.
There was a typical Karachi-eyed expression given by one of the guys there. The hand gesture.
Some people take cricket very serious, isn't it?
Slicing that one away. It's going to be safe. Looking to come back for 2. Sent back. Hussain. M3O1K Solar Energy, Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted for over 15 years. Share your thoughts in the comments on M3O1K's social media posts for a chance to win free tickets and join M3O1K's solar revolution. Just one off the first ball of the last over. And that's a dot ball. Sikandar Raza needs to get down there. Oh my goodness.
Missed the 3 trumps. It took his time, waited for it, aimed at it, and then missed it. It can happen, seriously, under pressure.
Well, how many times we've seen today Karachi King miss stumps? They had about 3 to 4 opportunities and they could have taken wickets on most of them. God, I think the ball slipped a touch from his hand.
Rashad Hussain gave up, actually. Under Raza. Dot ball. Done nicely today, Milne. Really good. Disappointed, very disappointed with his first over the other day, but he's fired back superbly.
When you keep taking wickets, that means the new batters have got to come, and it's not easy when you have pace like Mills to deal with. He is getting the Yorker right, and he's bowled with good pace. Especially new ball was superb, and start of this over has been quite superb once again. Can he finish well?
Works that away to the sweeper. Has it got through? Yes, that's valuable. That's an important boundary. And a good time for Sikandar Raza.
What a shot from this man, Sikandar Raza. He hits big whenever he hits. Absolutely.
Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more. Load all packages of Jazz or any other network and win an electric SUV. Your Jazz Cash, just to be on board. 2 balls left after this one. Hit that better. Drilled that one for 4. Nicely played. Couple of fine strokes.
well, he bowled very well in the first few deliveries. He was just a little bit wide outside the off stump. I don't know why he decided to go straighter. He bowled straighter, and Sikandar Raza, who sits on the back foot waiting and waiting to get that sort of delivery with mid-off up in the circle, you asking trouble.
3 200s in 3 innings now in Karachi in this HBL PSL. Last ball. Looking for the slot again. It's been dug out superbly. It's just going to be one, but they're going to come back for the second. It might have got there, I wonder. We'll have to wait and see. All these runs might count in this one. There might be a bit of dew a little bit later as well.
We have an umpire review for run out at the bowler's end. Show me the side angle, please. Yeah. Bat is short of the ground. Wheels are off. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Out by some distance. Confirmation from the TV umpire. So that's the end of that innings, ending up with 201 for 6. Lahore Qalandars. They started off quite slow, but they certainly batted very well in the middle. And terrific bowling from Hassan Ali, picking up 4 for 28. He was absolutely outstanding, but Zaman was a fine player today, and terrific performance also from Daryl Mitchell, 2 guys who batted extremely well. First time that Lahore has scored 200 against Karachi in the HBL PSL. Right, let's have a look at the cards of the Lahore Qalandars. Zamani was dropped with 1, so it was a real life at that stage, but played very well for his 76 of just 47 balls, which is something that he does so well. He can play catch-up cricket very quickly. Mitchell, 75 off 41, got a 30-ball 50 after a little bit of a slow start, but his performance then was outstanding. Billings, a quick-fire 19, getting just past that 200 mark.
Although they did drop catches, some run-out were missed, but Hassan Ali was outstanding. Picked up 2 wickets with the new ball and then came back at the end and bowled a superb spell. Picked up 2 more wickets. Abbas picked up 1, and nothing for Mill once again. And Minhas struggled. He bowled 2 overs for 26. So I think it's a par total.
Right, let's go downstairs now and join Aaron Holland.
Yeah, 75 off 41. He was absolutely one of the main destroyers for Lahore Qalandars today in that rebuild. Darren Mitchell alongside me. Beautiful batting by you in the end. You came in at 2 for 25, but you put on a massive total.
Yeah, look, we'll take 200 definitely, and it gives us a score to bowl to. It was a little bit challenging with the new ball early, and yeah, nice to build a partnership with Whaka.
Yeah, what can you tell specifically about the wicket? Because we saw some 470 runs scored in the first match of the season here. What is it actually like to bat on?
Yeah, look, at the start it was a little bit variable, a little bit up and down, and as the ball got older it sort of kissed on a little bit. So yeah, hopefully 200 is a good score, and hopefully we can defend it.
You strode in a bit of bother, 2 for 25 as well, the power play. You and Zaman putting on a massive partnership there. What did you enjoy about building? What was the secret to the rebuild tonight?
Look, I love being at the other end, watching him bat, especially when he's facing spin. So look, it's just working together, trying to get matchups that suit each of us, and yeah, keep trying to communicate that.
And what are you going to communicate to your own bowlers in terms of the lines and lengths to be hitting on this wicket tonight?
Yeah, look, hopefully with the new ball we can take a few wickets. They've got a strong top 4, so hopefully get a couple of them out, and we'll see what happens.
Appreciate your time. Brilliant tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, that partnership between Mitchell and also Zaman, 125 it was, so that was quite dominating. Right, there's the target, 202 it is. It might be a little bit due around a little bit later, which might make it a little bit more difficult for Lahore. We'll have to wait and see. They'll need a good start. And David Warner is one of those guys who's going to be key looking to do that. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. We're at the City of Lights in Karachi. Match number 6 between the Karachi Kings and the Lahore Qalandars. Really important game. It's always a good clash between these two teams. Let's have a look at the batting card. Lahore Qalandars, Zaman in the end, 76 was dropped on 1, but capitalised. Mitchell 75 off 41. 2 fine knocks from those two guys. Those are not at 10 and just getting past that 200 mark for the loss of 6 at the end. Quick look at the bowling. Hassan Ali was the star, 4 for 28. He bowled beautifully. Milne was much better today, 4 overs, none for 31. Going at just under 8 overs. Outstanding work from him. Right, let's go downstairs now to Erin Holland, who's with JP Duminy.
Yeah, just out here in the middle enjoying the atmosphere. Better crowd. Thank you, Karachi, for turning up and supporting this big rivalry tonight. I want to see a few more JP, though, in the next coming matches. But I want to talk to you about this wicket because we saw some 470 runs scored in the last match. A little bit better today, 201 for 6 that the Qalandars managed to put on. What did you make of this wicket? Is it a better batting track or they just bowled better?
I think it's certainly a better bowling performance, particularly from Karachi. So if you think about the power play, particularly in the first game, they went for 63. And this time around, 44 for 2. Certainly from Adam Milne's point of view, I think that's a really, really improved performance. Hassan Ali has been outstanding, 4 for 28 in this innings. But, you know, the way they went also in that middle phase, they scored 125. Or partnership was 125. They scored 109 in that 9-over phase in the middle phase, which it was really a remarkable performance.
They had to. They were 2 for 25.
Exactly.
They were in no man's land.
Exactly. After 15 overs, 150 for 2. You think they're in the pound seats to get a similar score to what we saw in the last game, but you have to give credit to Lahore as well. Yeah, they bowled exceptionally well. So it's exceptional.
They bowled exceptionally well, but then Zaman, after getting dropped on 1, can you believe it? James Vince will be thinking about how many he has to try and make back for that performance. 76 for him, a second half century on the bounce.
Yeah, the innings has been spectacular. I spoke about the partnership as well. 125 in 70 deliveries. It's certainly been the hallmark of this innings today. The way they've played throughout the ground, like accessing all parts of the ground, has been spectacular, really. So yes, it's back-to-back innings for Zaman as well. Daryl Mitchell, how outstanding has he been? You know, he's actually only really come into the T20 game at 29 years old. Can you believe it?
Veteran.
And he's certainly become a veteran in the T20 game. He's certainly evolved his game in terms of his accessibility across the ground, the lap shots and the sweep shots. His power game has improved as well. So, you know, from a Lahore point of view, they would have certainly been very, very pleased with the form that he's found, particularly in that middle overs. Yeah,
he was certainly targeting that leg side mid-wicket, absolutely punishing 6 after 6 in that area. But one man that certainly seemed to have their number was Hassan Ali. Great to see the celebration fire, not 1, not 2, 4 times tonight, 4 for 28, as you did mention. What about the lines and lengths was he hitting tonight that made him so successful?
So if you think back to the power play in particular in the previous game, something that they would have chatted about would have been, okay, how do they improve? It's really about accuracy on a surface such as this one, where there is a little bit of assistance with the new ball. We saw in his first over in the first game that he was actually pretty good, but then lost his way a little bit. But this game, particularly at the back end, 150 for 2 as mentioned, but the way he finished was certainly outstanding, and that'll certainly be a tick from a bowling perspective.
It will be a tick, but one thing I want to mention to everyone watching at home, if you're not out here with us enjoying the game in real time, there's a really strong breeze happening around. The hover has gone crazy, the hair has gone wild. I tell you what, it's been absolutely brilliant seeing exactly how they've gone about it so far. But just on those conditions that I was mentioning, JP, the hover is very strong. The blow dry has gone everywhere. And come down here, Spidey. Unfortunately, if you're a Karachi Kings fan, there's no dew. Maybe the slightest little bit just starting to come in, but that's got to be something that they'll be hoping will come in to try and assist them with potentially chasing this score down.
Yeah, we saw it a little bit come into the game in the previous game a few days ago. The thing that was quite interesting in terms of seam versus spin in the last game, we saw spin having somewhat of an impact. Not so much in the first innings in this game, But is the dew going to play a part in terms of how they are able to grip the ball?
Yeah.
Execution with ball in hand is going to be so crucial, where your margin for error on a surface such as this one, which is really good for batting, you're going to have to hit your straps. Something that they did really well in the last 5 overs was the ability to also nail the Yorker. We saw a little bit of change of pace as well, which we haven't seen a lot of in the first 15 overs of the game. So is that a ploy that they're going to have to utilize, particularly in the back half of the innings?
They're going to have to make good use of the new ball. But one man that's marking his run up just behind Spider Cam here, Zaman back into the side. He's a wonderful death ball bowler, trying to sort of restrict those runs at the back end and do exactly what they kind of did to the Qalandars as well in the first innings. How important will he be in this side?
Well, as you mentioned, back in the fold now for the Lahore Qalandars, and you know, they really want to rely, or they have relied a lot on Shaheen Shah Afridi to strike up front. The ability to strike in his first over 20 wickets already in the PSL. So he's certainly somebody that they're going to rely a lot on.
Lahore Qalandars, they're huddling at the moment. Shaheen Shah Afridi, their fearless leader, will be making sure that they're all switched on, ready to try and chase this total down. They did lose their first match of the season. They're back with a big win, obviously, in Islamabad. They're going to be taking on a decent total, it has to be said. 202 they're going to have to defend there. But looks like umpires are walking out, players are walking out. JP, let's get back upstairs to the commentary and get this show on the road.
Time for the chase now, and another 200 moment. 3 innings, 3 200s. Fakhr Zaman is here with us. Fakhr, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
जी आ रही है।
फखर, एक कैच क्या ड्रॉप किया कराची ने, आपने तो फिर से सजा दे दी।
नहीं भाई, ये होता है क्रिकेट में, आपको पता है जब चांस मिलता है तो उस टाइम मैं समझा कि हो सकता है कि मेरा दिन हो। अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं उसको बहुत लंबा लेके नहीं गया, लेकिन ये कि जिस तरीके से मिचेल खेला और सिकंदर ने और बिलिंग्स ने फिनिश किया, तो ये अच्छा टारगेट है इस विकेट पे। मुझे लगता है कि ये जो है ना बहुत अच्छा टारगेट है इस विकेट पे।
विकेट वही है जो 2 दिन पहले इस्तेमाल हुई थी और 2 बार 225 से ऊपर रन हुए, तो एज ए टीम लग रहा है कि ये टोटल काफ़ी है अपनी बॉलिंग को देखते हुए।
बिल्कुल, देखिए जैसी हमारी बॉलिंग है उस लिहाज से, इसलिए आपने देखा होगा हम हमेशा पहले बैटिंग ही करते हैं, क्योंकि हमारी स्ट्रेंथ ही हमारी बॉलिंग है। और आप देखिएगा इंशाल्लाह आज जो है ना, आज हमारी पूरी कोशिश होगी कि हम इनको 160 170 से ऊपर जाने ना दें।
चलिए फखर, बहुत शुक्रिया बात करने का, एंड गो वेल इन द टूर्नामेंट। So here we are, 202 to win this one. Now it's very gettable if you look at the numbers as far as Karachi goes, this pitch goes. But like Fakhr said, can their bowling defend this? They've got all the ingredients. They've got Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's looked good, especially with that new ball. They've got Rauf. They've got Zaman Khan in today, who's a very good finisher. He's used mostly by Lahore Qalandars in the death overs. Will they reach there? On the other hand, they've got the firepower with David Warner up front, the captain, who probably you'd feel missed out on the opportunity on the kind of pitch that was available in that first outing. But his partner at the other end looked very, very destructive. Tim Seifert, who's carrying his from New Zealand against Pakistan, and here, right here for Karachi Kings. I'm being joined by Atar Ali Khan and Waqar Yunus alongside me. A big question with this kind of firepower up in the order for Karachi. Can Lahore defend 201?
Well, a lot will depend on Shaheen Shah Afridi. Remember the last time he came out with a new ball, he picked up a couple of wickets in his opening spell.
Shaheen Shah Afridi, straight up, full length. And David Warner plays that into the cover. So yes, 230 was not enough a couple of days ago.
This is going to be a good matchup, I feel. Shaheen Shah Afridi against David Warner. Both real competitor. 20 wickets for Shaheen Shah Afridi in first over. So he enjoys that. He's got a habit of picking up early wickets. So that is why I'm saying this is a very good matchup. Could be out, could be out, could be out, and is given. Shaheen winning this competition between these two. It was wide. David Warner was reaching for it. Warner is saying he's not sure. He is not sure. He might just send it upstairs. But has he sent it upstairs? You normally do feel that when the ball hits the bat, but this time Warner feels that he didn't nick. Let's go upstairs.
We have a player review for caught behind. The on-field decision is out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through Ultra Edge, please. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll it back one more time, please. Yeah, now roll forward. There is a spike when ball passing the bat. Stay with your original decision, Mokeed. Stand by. Your own screen, please signal.
Well, the spike suggests that Shaheen Shafridi now has 21 wickets in T20 cricket in his very first over. Captain David Warner has to depart because of this, outstretched arms chasing that one and edging it to Sam Billings. Not a good outing for Captain Warner. Karachi are none for one.
Karachi में बोलूँगा कलंदर्स आप सब बोलेंगे ब्रदर्स सब एक साथ नहीं बोलेंगे मैं बोलूँगा कलंदर्स आप बोलेंगे ब्रदर्स कलंदर्स कलंदर्स कलंदर्स
The man in form scored a 42-ball 100 on strike. And straight away gets that 2 points. So 3 overseas at the top 3 positions for Karachi Kings. What an innings that was in that chase the other night.
I don't think Warner was expecting that. Look at his front foot going outside the leg stump. So he was expecting the ball to be coming into the stumps or being really close to him. Once you move your right foot way to the leg side, that means then you have to reach for it. And then you lose control over the shot and the ball just nipping, a new ball just nipping away. A touch. Big wicket, massive wicket up front. Once again, Shaheen Shafridi picking up a wicket in his first over. What a bowler.
Oh, he's knocked him over. That's a huge wicket. The man in form with 100 the other night has been dismissed for no score.
Vince was not that great in the field, dropping Fakhar in the early part of the game, and now only a second delivery is faced. Just a little lazy, I would say. This wasn't a delivery you get out on, off the pad, onto the off stump, but it was just pure laziness from James Vince. Not one. This time around it's 2 for Shaheen in his first over.
Shaheen Shafridi gets wins for the 4th time in HBL PSL. Wins goes for no score. None for 2, Karachi.
कराची में बोलूँगा लाहौर बोलेंगे कलंदर्स सब एक साथ मिलके लाहौर लाहौर लाहौर
Dot wicket, Shan Masood. Not the kind of start Karachi would have hoped. Now they've lost David Warner, yes, but Wins, what a big wicket. Smiling owner of Lahore. That's how Wins went. Onto the pads and into the stumps there.
Yeah, closing the bat a touch early. New ball, you're better off playing more toward mid-wicket or mid-on rather than more towards square or fine leg. When you close your bat, that means you're going to miss it, and then you know, I know some call it unlucky. That's bad. That's not very good bowling. After such a superb first 5 delivery, picking up 2 wickets. Not a good end. 4 for 2.
Karachi 1 over gone, 4 for 2.
Well, a lot depends on Shan Masood now. He hasn't been amongst runs, but he's one of those who can bat long. Seifert can provide them something in the power play, the kind of boost that Karachi requires. Then they've got those finishers there. Bush Dil Niazi. Yeah, such is the game. One day you're the hero out there, and the next day you're gone. First ball. Seifert. He's not going to change the way he goes about it, because he will use that power play to get closer to that 200.
Then they made a change, Zaman Khan in the attack. But what a start. 44 wickets for him. Economy of just under 9 was in an over. But you got to look up at someone like Shaheen Shah Afridi, skipper of Lahore Qalandars. Picked up 2. A little bit wide. He went for it. And the review was taken. And then there's 2 big names in the hut. Wonderful, wonderful opening over from Shaheen Shah Afridi.
A little different. The previous 2 games, Lahore opened the bowling Shaheen and Asif Afridi, the left-arm spinner. Today, we've opted for Zaman Khan with that new ball. But he got a hand to it because this outfield is quick. Once you miss that, it doesn't stop.
Zaman Khan in a new role. He's taken most of the time a semi-new ball. He comes after the power play, but this new responsibility, giving him a new ball, I think it will mature him, because he has been playing for a bit now, so learning a new ball will be a good art. Very slingy action. Hard to hit the seam on a regular basis.
Scan the QR code, download the Go Lutlu app, enter the lucky draw. Chance to win yourself a motorcycle every game. Terms and conditions apply. You have to be a 3 times MotoGP champion to qualify. But this is an opportunity for all who are here downloading that app, that you can win yourself a bike every game. That's more than 30.
They need to rebuild from here. Losing 2 early wickets. Team Seifert, remember, he scored a brisk 32 in that last match. Did get a bit of a start, but it's important that the left-hander, Shan Masood, hangs on and just ride this couple of overs without losing another wicket, because if they lose another wicket here, tremendous amount of pressure. 201 is what Lahore Qalandars has managed to score.
Keep it up!
Yeah, BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and PSL leads the game in talent. BYD is giving away BYD Seal as a prize to the player of the tournament. What a beautiful piece of machine that is. Who will pick that up? 10 games, each team. Someone who is probably an all-rounder in all 3 departments becomes the player of the tournament. Dot ball, 2 overs gone, 8 for 2. 8 for 2 after 2 overs, Karachi Kings. They need 201. The positive that they can think about in their dugout is that they lost 3 wickets in the power play in their previous outing and won the game. They scored more than 230. So someone has to put his hand up and become what James Wince did the other night, along with Khushdil. How many times do you actually go on to win a high-scoring chase after losing 3 in the power play?
Not easy, isn't it, as a batter to pick the ball. One thing is good that the ball's coming out of umpire's shirt, though, so the background is pretty dark, so you'll be able to see the ball, but sometimes you just lose your arm for a second because you get side on, and then the ball and arm appears a touch late. He's lost a little bit of pace in the last couple of years, but when he was quick, first couple of years, he was very, very difficult. He was a tough bowler to handle. Now it's just because of his lack of pace. There's no real pace now. It's a little bit easier to pick him. Others, you mentioned previous over that they have to rebuild the whole thing now. Yeah, have a look at that once again. He gets really close to the stumps, and his front knee also collapses. That means he even go further lower. He's not a big guy. He's only what, 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Very powerful youngster. But when your front leg collapses and then you have such a low arm. I had low arms, but my front leg never ever collapsed. So it was still easier for me to go get over the top of my front leg. But for him, it's just very, very difficult, very hard to sort of get the line and length right also, and also make sure that he hits a seam.
Also brings the question that with that kind of release and that slinging action, does that make it easier? We'll come back to that. World's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Exchange on, you can download the app and get on it. Lasith Malinga had that. He has it, and both of them bowl the Yorkers perfectly. Is it difficult to bowl one from there, or is it easier? Just comparing the two, that's the similarity. Wow, they can do nothing wrong today. Diving forward, getting his fingers underneath, it was dying on him. But he's made sure he gets there in time. Initially thought he was a little slow to get to that. Now they're going to have a second look for sure. But if they have got him, that's Tim Seifert. That's a huge wicket. That will dent their power play hopes.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for fair catch. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Show me the angle for the catch, please. Yes, keep rolling. Roll it back one more time. Yeah. Can you show me another angle for this one? Yes. Now roll back. Can you go back to the previous one, please? Yeah, okay. Okay, show me the another one, please. Yeah. It's nice and slow. I can't see the fingers from here. Okay, go back to the first one. Yes. Take it back now. Take it back and roll frame by frame, please. Frame by frame. Frame by frame. Yeah. Now, roll back again, please. Yeah. One more frame. Freeze it, freeze it. Freeze on the back, previous frame. Take it back. Take. Okay. Now, one more frame. One more. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, stop it here. Yes, freeze it here. I can see the ball is on the ground before going into the hand. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Well, the decision. We know it, we saw it. It's not out. Umpire Asif Yaqub on the front of the television makes that right call. Cypher survives.
It's a very good decision by the man sitting in the room upstairs, the third umpire, because he had to go through different angles. Asif Yaqub was the man to just make sure that he gets it right, and at the end, seeing all these different angles, he got it right. I think the ball did bounce on the turf, just going into the hands just before that. This might be the same issue with Karachi when they drop Fakhar Zaman. This might be the similar scene here. Cypher's just not been caught, and now might be his night also. Not very good. Not very good.
Yeah, very sloppy from Zaman, kind of straight forward. He had to pick it up. Going through the legs and going to the boundary. It just releases the pressure.
First time that he's gone down the leg side with that line. It was a good slow one where he just chipped it to Daryl Mitchell. Survived by millimeters.
Yeah, it was a very good thinking by Shaheen Afridi. As he hit it, he thought he's gone. But the fellow countryman said, no, stay. Just wait for a bit.
That's a good Yorker. Last ball of the over. Quick single. 17 for 2 after 3.
Karachi Kings 3 overs scored 17 for 2.
Just joined us. We're looking to get to 202 Karachi Kings. 17 for 2 at the moment. That's that last ball and that quick single. Mazhar shy at the non-strikers. Now the change comes in. Just that one over for Zaman and Asif, who's been the first choice with the new ball. Comes in at first change. And loads of experience, Asif Afridi. Handled that new ball.
Oh, I told you, he rags it, he rags it.
It bounced a bit and got some turn as well.
I don't think bounce will worry Seifert. It's the spin. Well, pitching and just spinning. He wasn't expecting any spin. It didn't spin in the first inning. Yep, hit him in the back elbow. Straight away decided to go reverse and got it comfortably.
It's important for the batters to pick up the length as quickly as possible. Remember, the first one he was beaten, lovely delivery, but this time around it's the reverse. He picks the length very quickly and finds the spot right from the sweet part of the bat over the infield for a boundary.
Down on one knee. That's going into the vacant area. One bounce. Seifert gets 2 boundaries and 2 deliveries.
It's a big boundary. So you have to really get it in the middle of the bat to clear for 6. Good thing is that he's just been positive and looking to take on Asif Afridi, who's got plenty of experience. But they need runs, they need plenty of them. Required run rate almost 11, so you can't really have quite over. Have to keep taking risks.
There we go.
Yeah, use the Jazz Cash to recharge more and more Loro packages of Jazz or any other network and win an electric SUV. Is the opportunity. So many vehicles available. Full toss. There's protection.
Yeah, there is protection for the right-hander at long off. Let's see what the field is for the left-hander, Shan Masood. We're looking at it. All right, here you go. It's a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit.
And I think this is very good for Shan Masood. Ooh. When the toe touches the ground, the heel was in the air, and he was also in front of the front line, so that means that was a no ball opportunity for Shan. Oh dear. He didn't make the most of it, but he'll still get a boundary. Yeah, misfield boundary for Shan Masood, and good start here for Karachi. They just starting to look good now.
It's turning out to be good over here. Really went after it. Bit of a misfield inside the circle, and then again the dive in the deep. Just couldn't pull it back. Fakhar Zaman. 14 already in this over.
Men to come. Irfan Niazi and Arafat Minhas. He doesn't beat the fielder there, so a single, and this over gets them 15. It's 32 for 2. Karachi is a little ahead. They are 32 and Lahore was 25. Both of them had lost 2 wickets each. It's the middle overs where Lahore has really done a bit of scoring, because the last 5 only got them 51. Zaman Khan is back and he's changed the ends. Nicely done by Shan. On drive, boundary. Runs are coming in now for Karachi.
Does it really matter what format you're playing? If you can play these sort of shots, they look good at any level. Just very, very calm. Just pure timing, very elegant. Allowed the ball to come close to him. Just bringing the wrist into play at the last second. Looks so beautiful. These left-handers, when they play on the onside, even of the offside also, they look really, really cool.
Here comes back for the short one.
J. Super over. Let's see who's able to hit the stumps. Miss. And no. That's the best way. On the 4. And a prize for that young man. Can Zaman do the same?
When you get a boundary on the first ball or first 2 deliveries, you should look to go big in the over. The man gone for 4 on the first ball. I can't believe he's looking down in the last sort of 6-7 stride. He's not really looking at the batter. He's just looking down at the crease and making sure that he stays behind the front line. It's very unique. I don't see many fast bowlers look down when you get to 5-6 yards to the crease. You want to look forward. You want to look where you want to bowl. It's amazing how he manages his length after looking down all the way, getting into the sort of action and then hitting the length right. Tough job, tough gig.
Also, in his follow-through, he finishes in front of the middle stump and then moves away out of that danger zone. Batters to come. Bushdil has looked good in the other night with the bat. A lot will be dependent on him, but you probably will have to set a platform for him.
He's come back pretty strongly after being hit for a boundary. He's just conceded 2 singles in the next 4 deliveries.
We could tell selfie moment with that smartphone in your hand. Capture those very, very important moments here with family and friends, watching a nice game of T20. So these two will have to really settle things down for Karachi and then expect those finishes to come and score maybe in the excess of 10. 38 for 2, 5 gone.
5 over ball, 28 for 2. Google for debit card paper. Sign up करो और पेपर डेबिट कार्ड इस्तेमाल करो. पाकिस्तान में 10 डिस्काउंट आ सकते हैं और जीतो बहुत सारे इनाम. Google को पाएं. QR कोड स्कैन करो, Google को ऐप डाउनलोड करो और डेबिट कार्ड में शामिल हो जाओ. हर मैच में मोटरसाइकिल जीतने का मौका. Terms and conditions apply.
Zaman was outstanding early today. Darren Mitchell as well, a couple of 70s, mid-70s from both of those to get them 201 for 6. It certainly looks like a very good score at the moment after some early wickets, Warner and also Vince departing. So we've got 1 over left in the Pepsi power play. Karachi Kings, after their Pepsi power play finished, they were 44 for 2, 38 for 2 at the moment for Karachi Kings. Here comes the rocket thrower, Haris Rauf, into the attack. An ideal time for him to come in right now. Masood on 18, Tim Seifert on 17. Niazi and Kushtal, the guys listed to come in next. He will look to bowl quick from ball 1. That's just how he operates. Haris Rauf. Seifert, of course, would have seen him before, and Masood, so they'll know how to go about it. But it's an interesting position in this game right now. JP?
Yeah, certainly the battle of the Pepsi power plays. See the certainly a remarkable improved performance from the Karachi Kings with ball in hand in the power play.
Drilling that one hard, no run. But that very exaggerated backlift at the last minute, Tim Seifert, when the bowler's running in. Must be a temptation for Haris Rauf, I think, to maybe try and slide one under the bat, try and get a Yorker through him.
Yeah, very Faf du Plessis-like, isn't it?
Indeed. Once you go up, there you go. Got to get that timing right to come down at exactly the right plane as well. That's the other thing when you're facing someone who's capable of bowling 150 k's per hour. Played well the other day. Kushtal sharp. Very well played, 60. Fine performance from him. Three dot balls to start from Haris Rauf. Sliding a little bit leg side. We've got a couple of caps, of course, we give out during the HBL PSL. Hanif Mohammed cap is to be given to the highest runs of the tournament. Faisal Mahmood cap to be given the highest wicket taker. Leading run scorer and wicket taker in HBL PSL 10 will both have their homes powered by Invrex Solar Energy. Terrific. Terms and conditions apply, but it's a nice award to get as this tournament unfolds. Top start to the spell from Haris Rauf. Looking for one, sent back, side the stumps. Over the stumps, I think. Would have been out had there been connection.
Yeah, that's the pressure of the over. It's been a really good start from Haris Rauf. Change of pace, looking for the single, but wayward throw, unfortunately.
His fast bowlers always looking for the short length, just off balance at the last minute, and missed it by some distance. Right, so could this be a maiden over? That's like gold dust in the HBL PSL. Last ball. And a single, just the one off that over. Brilliant stuff from Haris Rauf. 39 for 2. Lahore Qalandars have won the Pepsi Powerplay phase score, 44 for 2 versus 39 for 2. Confirmation that the Pepsi Powerplay has now been completed. This is exactly the time where Lahore decided to step on the gas a little bit with Mitchell and also Zaman. Straight to the fielder again. This is going to be frustrating for these batsmen at the moment. Off 20 on balls for Seifert. Straight to Mitchell, and he's on his way. Couldn't have picked him out better. Striking at exactly the right time as far as Lahore's concerned.
It's an option that he found a little bit of success in the power play is Tim Seifert. But on this occasion, Asif Afridi is up to the occasion, reads the play, yorks him, couldn't get the elevation he was looking for, and quite comfortable, the Jubilee safe hands. Man of the moment with bat in hand, Daryl Mitchell. Bit of a frustration for Tim Seifert. 22 deliveries, gets 18. Karachi now 39 for 3.
Niazi now on strike. On target again from Asif. Let's look at the work that Niazi's done so far in his HBL PSL career. Looking to advance. Has he hit that well enough? Yes, he has. He's got himself half a dozen. Good shot.
Yeah, it's a situation where they can't necessarily have too many dot balls. He's just faced the one delivery, he's just walked to the crease and takes the aggressive option, and the execution, perfect.
Yeah, wasn't worried about the guy down there at all. He could go over that advertising triangle for 6, and he did quite comfortably. A little bit of turn, a little bit of bounce as well.
Yeah, I spoke about the smarts from Asif Afridi. Anticipated that he was going to try something different, couldn't get it away, couldn't get the elevation. Great bowling.
And brilliant bowling from Haris Rauf for the over before. Just the one off that over from Haris Rauf. 45 for 3. Seven overs gone, 45 for 3 at the moment. The big guns are gone, Warner and Vince. Neither of them got off the mark. Only faced 2 balls each as well. Masood's got some work to do, 18 not out at the moment. Here's a look at the Pepsi power play package. That was David Warner. Afridi picking up a wicket in the first over, picking up another one in the first over. Off the pads, Vince was the one that departed then. And then it was Tim Seifert who had to just try and get things going a little bit. Had a couple of fine shots. Masood is also looking to join the party as well. He's still there. Seifert's not. Rashad Hussain introduced into the attack. Seifert just dismissed. Hit it straight to Daryl Mitchell. Fairly quick-ish leg spinner. Rashad Hussain. Might have been a bit of glove involved there. Sam Billings certainly likes it. Paul Rifle says not out, but they have decided to go upstairs straight away.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for caught behind. The on-field decision is not out. I have checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Ball is close to the bat and gloves. Can I confirm with ultra edge, please? Okay. Ultra edge is building up. Yeah, still waiting for the ultra edge. Ultra edge is coming up. Yes. Yeah, roll further, roll further, roll further. Yeah, roll it back one more time, please. Now, roll forward. Yeah, freeze it here. There is a spike and ball next to the gloves. You need to reverse your decision, Paul. Stand by. You're on screen. Please signal.
Just a tickle off the glove. Sam Billings straight away. He knew. He wanted to go straight upstairs after he was celebrating. Shah Masood now to pass for 18 off 14 deliveries. Karachi in a bit of trouble at the moment. 45 for 4.
45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for 4. 45 for
Very experienced player, very fine player, Kustal Shah, and in good nick after his 60 3 days ago. Rashad Hussain, just the one delivery so far in this game, and he's already picked up a wicket. Good catch, fine catch from Sam Billings. Eased away onto the onside, just the single.
Yeah, fine work behind the stumps from Sam Billings. Experienced campaigner. He sorted. He knew it from the word go. Guilty look on Masood's face as well.
Right, someone's going to play really well here. Need a good partnership, but it's got to be a solid partnership. It's got to be fairly brisk as well, because that run rate is climbing. 12.5 the over now. Rauf was just in the attack, bowled that one over, went for only one. Now let's swap the bowling around, and Rashad Hussain is dovetailing nicely now. No run there.
Yeah, missed out on Lahore Qalandars' first game, did Rashad Hussain. Came in for David Visa. A good start to this year's HBL PSL. Got a 3-for in the last game. And a great start, yeah.
Oh, it's a good sound off the bat. He's hit it very high, though. This could be out also. Comfortably out. Mitchell, good hands. Rashad Hussain's now picked up 2 wickets in his first over, and he's only conceded 1 run. He's still got 1 ball to go. 5 down now.
Yeah, Karachi in all sorts of trouble. Only under 8 overs and 5 down. Gave it a little bit of air. And we knew that it wasn't going to take a long time for him to look for the aggressive option. Doesn't quite get the execution. Daryl Mitchell, so calm under the high ball. Takes a comfortable catch. Irfan Khan, he goes for 6. Karachi, all sorts of trouble. 5 down, 46.
Lahore Qalandars के ग्रैंड शॉट बचाएंगे
Arafat Minhas now, you can see by his stats, he hasn't played that many games, hasn't got that many runs. And that's a very good over. That's an outstanding over from the man from Bangladesh. 46 for 5 now, 2 wickets in the over. Karachi Kings have got themselves in a spot. 3 wickets in 10 balls now. Has really put them on the back foot. Kustal Shah is the standalone batsman. He's got to do some serious work now. Sikandar Raza into the attack. It's the single.
The ideal start for Rashad. Double wicket in his first over. Yeah, getting the telephone out, and so is Daryl Mitchell. Bit of a conversation.
Nice work, boys. The smiles from those two guys. Smiles and dials. 155 required from 70 balls. 26 for 3 in the last 30 balls. That's nicely bowled too, not scared to give the ball a bit of flight. Skipper's buzzing out there now.
Yeah, I had a chat with Aaron Holland in the mid-innings break, and we spoke about the impact of spin in the second half of the game. Certainly had their say so far.
Straight to the fielder again. His runs have dried up considerably. A little bit more turn in the second innings, as you were talking with Aaron JP. And there's another one. Another wicket goes down. They are tumbling at the moment, the Karachi Kings. Another spin is introduced and another wicket.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to see a few more phone calls being made here by the Lahore Qalandars. It's been a remarkable turnaround. 4 wickets in 16 balls. The spin has dominated this phase of the game. We saw the impact of the Lahore Qalandars in the middle phase. 106 in that middle overs. And they're doing the damage with the ball in hand now. Hassan Raza, he's made the damage. Manaz doesn't trouble the scorers. Karachi 47 for 6.
Procession at the moment, Abbas Afridi now. 4 wickets going down in no time. 47 for 6. Spinners have got themselves well and truly in this game now. Having a great time out there, the Lahore spinners, particularly this guy, Rashad, starting his second over and almost picked up another wicket. That certainly wasn't far away from the off stump.
Certainly been considerably more turn on offer in the second innings of this game. Certainly a moment for Tapalti just to recoup, particularly from a Karachi Kings point of view. It's 4 quick wickets in no time.
I know the spinners are dominating right now and they've done a wonderful job, but I want to go back a little bit further. That wonderful flow from Rauf, who really put the brakes on things considerably. Yes, they lost some wickets as well at the top, which didn't help their cause. And the spinners have really got their teeth well and truly in this game. The captain did a fine job. Rauf did a fine job. It's been a good all-round performance so far.
We spoke about how good Sam Billings has been behind the stumps. Those opportunities are never easy to be taken by keepers. There's the opposition keeper, Tim Seifert. Unfortunately, couldn't have any damage with bat in hand. Oh, is it again? And that's the fall of another wicket. It's 7 down now for Karachi.
Rashad's picked up his third. He's now got 3 for 4, and he hasn't finished 2 overs. This is quite remarkable stuff for the man from Bangladesh. Unbelievable work. No wonder he's got a big smile on his face. Abbas in the background slamming his bat. Big trouble now for the Karachi Kings. Turned a little bit, bounced a little bit. Simple catch in the end for Zaman Khan. Having a great time. Afraid he goes for 1. Karachi Kings now 50 for 7. Five wickets for 12 runs. Another one goes past the outside edge. Hassan Ali can't get a bat on that. Outstanding work from Rashad. 3 for 4 he's got, 50 for 7.
All right, time for us to head down and join Uruj Mumtaz.
Thanks, Sikandar. We continue to celebrate our Hamare heroes with the homage appliance section. I've got the director in physical education, 𝐑𝐄 Kamal Raja, with me. Congratulations with all and everything that you've done. She's Pakistan's first female international tennis and table tennis chair umpire. ये सफर कहाँ से शुरू हुआ?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का लाख लाख शुक्र है कि उसने मुझे आपके तवज्जुह से ये HBL हमारे हीरोज़ में नॉमिनेशन दी, और होमेज अप्लाइंसेस का भी शुक्रिया, HBL का भी शुक्रिया, PSL पाकिस्तान का शुक्रिया कि आपने रिकगनाइज़ की जो हमारी 25 ईयर्स की जर्नी थी, उसको रिकगनाइज़ किया और आज मुझे यहाँ बुलाया। थैंक यू सो मच ऑल ऑफ़ यू। एंड अरूज, सफ़र वहाँ से शुरू हुआ जब फादर की डेथ हुई और जॉब करनी पड़ी। आई वॉज अ प्लेयर, नहीं पता था क्या करना है। मम्मा से पूछा, मम्मा की बहुत सपोर्ट रही अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। अम्मी जान की बिहाफ पर मैं आज यहाँ खड़ी हूँ, और हमेशा उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि बेटा हाई लेवल पे काम करना है, बीइंग अ फीमेल। तो बस कोशिश ये की, पहले प्लेयर थे, प्लेयर में अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिली, फिर अंपायरिंग की तरफ आए, क्योंकि पता ये चला कि जब हम एज अ प्लेयर नेशनल लेवल पे कोई चैम्पियनशिप खेलने जाते हैं तो हमें रूल्स ही नहीं पता होते। तो कोशिश ये की कि अंपायर बनूं, और जो क्योंकि स्पोर्ट्स टीचर थी तो जो मेरे अंदर के स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिन्हें ग्रूम करना है ग्रास रूट लेवल पर, उनको रूल्स सिखाऊं पहले, ताकि जब वो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे पहुंचे तो उनके रूल्स क्लियर हों और वो एक अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस दे सके नेशनल लेवल।
दैट इज़ फैंटास्टिक। ये बताएं, साथ साथ आप आई थिंक PCB के साथ आप क्यूरेटर की हैसियत से भी पहली फीमेल हैं जी, उसमें कितना मज़ा आया?
ओ नो डाउट, मत पूछे। 5 महीने का कोर्स था, बेनज़ीर भुट्टो के हवाले से वो एक प्रोग्राम हुआ था, और एहसान अराई हमारे हेड थे जिन्होंने हमें पूरा पूरा कोर्स कंडक्ट करवाया। ग्राउंड में जब हम गए और हमने वो रोलर चलाया और ब्रश चलाया, ब्रशिंग की और वो कील निकाले हमने वहाँ पर, तो दैट वाज सुपर। मैं लफ्ज़ों में बयान नहीं कर सकती कि पीसीबी की तरफ से वो कैसा मज़ेदार कोर्स था। और अंपायरिंग कोर्स भी किया पीसीबी का, फीमेल क्यूरेटर का, वो फीमेल अंपायरिंग का, और अब ख्वाहिश है कि किसी भी मौका दे दे।
चले मुश्किल सवाल पूछते रहती हूँ, कराची के आज लाहौर?
कराची मतलब जब पाकिस्तान का नाम हो तो सिर्फ पाकिस्तान, और अगर कराची और किसी का भी मैच हो तो सिर्फ कराची।
चलें, वी विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट, मेनी कांग्रेचुलेशंस, और हम जाते जाते आपसे ये शर्ट साइन करने
थैंक यू सो मच। एक मैसेज सबके लिए कि ज़िंदगी के सब लम्हे यादगार होते हैं, लौट कर नहीं आते, बस एक बार होते हैं, तो इस एक बार को यादगार बनाते हैं। थैंक यू।
You know, Karachi Kings have never been bowled out for less than 100 in an HBL PSL. Records are meant to be broken, I guess. Got one delivery left in the over, but I'd really like to know if you could dissect this performance. I don't know, the other night, you're just unstoppable, and it's the same pitch. Yes, different opposition, but they've just been nowhere in that chase.
I think it was more of an individual brilliance in the previous match where they won that game. The team effort, the collectiveness, I don't think it is still there for Karachi. 11 gone, 52 for 7.
Yeah, that off-white color worm is actually crawling at the moment. Just amazing. 7 runs for 4 wickets in the last 25 deliveries. You know, don't know what they will end up with, Karachi, but this heavy defeat will hurt them because, yes, you have 10 games aside, but still, that a margin of 202 to win, you get bowled out less than 100, that surely will hurt your net run rate.
Well, Zalmi will be pleased with Karachi's performance because they are really poor in run rate. They want someone to join them, and if they don't get to a decent total, which it seems like that it will be hard to get there unless Shah, who's still out there, can decide that he's going to start playing some shots and get their team on a decent total. Winning from here is kind of getting impossible now. Over 17 runs every over they're required to win.
And Jazz Fanpal's winners are Clark and Zishan Ahmed. Congratulations to you. Player there. Will it sail over? Yes, it will. Maximum to Hassan Ali and Karachi.
He's got an ability to hit big shots, Hassan Ali. He's got to be selective when the ball is right there. Just go for it. The first boundary in 30 deliveries, 5 overs. Yeah, nicely played. Nicely tapped it down, made sure that it goes fine. It might be a boundary here. Yes, he got a boundary. A decent start. A decent start of Hassan Ali's inning. 10 of the over so far.
Enjoys batting. Every time he walks out there, he enjoys every single delivery he faces. It'll be a good thing. Try to get as close as possible, minus those numbers from that scoreboard. Still a long way to go. Just looking in the survival mode. Hassan Ali will keep strike. It's 12 gone, 63 for 7. Yeah, it's just been very consistent in terms of losing wickets. He could be an option. Provides you the experience with the ball, spin, and then a finisher with the bat. So, but who do they let go? Karachi Kings can't fall behind in terms of wins and losses in the tournament. Sharp one, took his eyes off. He'll get a boundary. Yes. As this rolls across, Naeem tried his best. There'll be 4 more to Hassan.
Hassan Ali was not comfortable against that short delivery. He came off surprise. He just closed his eye. He's lucky that he got it a decent amount of bat on it. And when you have fine leg inside the circle, and with this kind of outfield, the ball rushes, goes very, very quickly to the boundary. There was an effort from Naeem in the outfield, but couldn't stop that. Hassan Ali don't like that. He hates someone bowling bouncer at him, and I think Zaman Khan knows that. He will keep trying to bowl their short deliveries.
Tapalti moment and the Tapalti Lounge continues. Even if you're a Karachi fan, you, with the game, might not feel that good with that cup of tea, Tapal. Definitely refresh yourself. Number 1 tea brand in Pakistan. Would you rush through and make that change to bring in Nabi in the 11? But then the question would be, who do you let go? I mean, if you like for like all-rounder, it'll be Arafat Minhas. I don't see him going away. Maybe Shan, then I don't see any other option. Or you just give them another go.
Look, to bring Mohammad Nabi in, they have to drop some overseas players. They can't just change with the local players.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
So it has to be either Warner, Seifert, Vince, and Mill. And so far today or the other day, we've seen, the couple of them, Warner is not in good form, but it doesn't take long before they get back in form. So you can't just judge such a big players, big names by just 2 games. So you just got to carry on maybe for another 2 games and then see if someone's not really getting bad on ball, then make changes. Unless the pitches are really spinning, and then you have to change horses for courses.
No, you're right. My bad. That's not happening. You can't get rid of Milne or even the top 3. They heavily depend on those batters. Yeah, hard luck, Mohammad Nabi. J. Dot, the J. Dot official styling partner of the HBL PSL.
This lot is bored.
$70 for 7. The story so far, Lahore winning the toss. How costly was that drop of Fakhr Zaman? 76 of 47. He provided that boost, then Mitchell getting 75 and job done. 201. Karachi, you can see those numbers. Never got into that chase after losing 2 wickets in the first over. Inverix Solar Energy, Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted for over 15 years. Share your thoughts in the comment box in Inverix social media post for a chance to win free tickets and join Inverix Solar Revolution.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Raza, lovely.
It feels that Karachi, Lord, has just given up. I mean, Hostil Shah still out there. He's played beautifully in the previous match. Just give it a go. Just don't put your hands up and say that, oh, we lost this game. Just be positive. Still a long tournament. Because a lot depends on Hostil from here. He's faced 8 balls. If you get out, get out. But just don't sort of hang around and not try.
Yeah, I'm with you. At least reduce the margin of defeat if you're losing anyway. 129 or 39. Hassan Ali is onto it. 20 of 19. That was quick. That was very quick for Sam Billings. A wides. That was really fired in by Sikandar Raza, missing the target.
I don't think it was a bad idea, but just got it too far away from Sam Billings. He wanted to bowl down the leg side. He had this feeling that Hostil will come out of his crease. Yeah, coming down the pitch, but not really hurting. Maybe it's time to send a message out there. You never know. This message might be coming out for the batters to just don't hang around. Just play positive. Be positive. You played such a good positive cricket in the previous match. You can't be that bad so quickly.
Straight. That should clear everything. It does. Maximum to end the over. Karachi fans, something to shout about. 83 for 7.
Very clean strike from Hassan Ali. Second 6 of his inning, 26 to 21.
Hit hard. Wasn't that far away from Abdullah Shafiq, but couldn't come across to cut it off.
Yeah, got really close to the pitch of the ball and picked the gap nicely, opening the blade just last second.
Just sign up and use a PayPal debit card and avail best discounts in Pakistan. PayPal, choice of a true Pakistan. It's trying. It's not getting that ball to cross the rope.
This pitch, little tired. from the other night. It was a fresh pitch the other day. The ball seemed around a touch, but it was easy to bat on. But today we've seen, especially in the second inning, because there is no dew there, the ball, because of the dryness underneath that grass, the ball's gripping a little bit and bouncing. What happens when there's grass, and if it's dry, it bounces more than spin. Yeah, good bowling, pulling the length. Saw Hassan Ali coming down the pitch. Rashad Hussain has bowled beautifully, picked up 3 wickets into his 4th over. Superb. He can bat also. He's a pretty handy cricketer, this Rashad Hussain.
Quite a few gaps here in between games. 2 days off for Karachi because they're playing all their 5, and again 2 days off after this.
Sometimes rest is good and sometimes rest is not very good. It didn't work last time. I hope they just clear their mind from this game quickly and come back in 2 days, you know, feeling good, feeling positive, so they can challenge upcoming games. In the air. Is it gone over the rope, over the rope, over the rope? Yes, it's gone over the rope. He caught it but didn't realize that the skirting, the boundaries was just underneath his foot. He just touched it, so it's gone for 6. And it's also Tipal T strategic timeout. 95 for 7.
25 for 6 it is at the moment, Karachi. Rashad Hussain has been unbelievable with the work that he's done today. He picked up 2 wickets. That was a fine catch from Billings in his first over. That was the second. The first and this was the second. Nice and high, but didn't go all that far. That was the second one. Mitchell taking that one, and then he picked up his third and final. Easily ended up with 3 for 26 off 4 overs. Brilliant work from Rashad. Magnificent stuff. Afridi back into the attack. We're going to fire things up and finish things off.
Absolutely, sprinting in. And coming back to Rashad, really impressed us all in the commentary box. 6 wickets in 2 games, 3 in this one, bowled beautifully. Good variations from him. The leg break, the googly, the flipper. And he looks a very good cricketer for future for Bangladesh, Athar.
Just 22 years of age. He's been a really good find for Bangladesh. Remember, Bangladesh has been searching for someone like Rashad Hussain. He's tall, he's strong, he's young, he's a very good fielder, he's a gun fielder. And he has the ability, because he's so tall, the release points are from high. So he gets the bounce and the turn. And he's very effective. He's played international cricket. He's made his debut in 2022-23 ODI and the T20 internationals. And this experience will do him a world of good, for sure.
And he can also bat. It's dragged across onto the leg side. He's a good power hitter. Had some very handy knocks throughout his career. Right, here's the Parkview City contest winner, Osama Abbasi. Well done. It's match number 5 winner. Free hit for fans, winner house contest, and he currently wins a mobile phone and is in the running to win a house at the end. Brilliant.
Change of fielding. Mid-off is going back. Third man is coming up for Shaheen Shafridi. He's bowling around the wicket to Hassan Ali, who's on 27.
It's fairly short, fairly high. Yeah, called from square leg. Transferred to pull rifle for the wide.
One thing for sure, they're not pitching him up. The fast bowlers from Lahore Qalandars, Shaheen Shafridi, or it's Haris Rauf.
Time for a Tapal tea moment. Pakistan's #1 tea brand. And Pakistan can be very proud of a leading brand like Tapal. Bowled him, moved across too far, and they've now picked up their 8th. Good stuff from Afridi, bang on target.
Leading from the front, skipper Shaheen Shafridi. His 3rd wicket, got 2 with the new ball, and then of course Hassan Ali, a short ball, and then straight into the stumps. He was gone too far across, and you can see all the stumps, and with the experience of Shaheen Afridi, with that pace, on the money, got his 3rd wicket. Karachi Kings now 8 wickets down for 98. Hassan Ali gone for 27.
Adam Milne now playing in his 199th match in his T20 career. Knows that he's coming out the lost cause of this situation. He'll just try and do his best to make sure that he can get a few runs towards the end. Try not to get bowled out, of course. That'll be something they'll try not to do. That's going down the leg side.
What about that opening over from Shaheen Shafridi? I thought it was brilliant. He picked up not one but 2 wickets. That's his third. Going across way outside the off stump. And the length was perfect. Full straight. Brilliant. Brilliant from the skipper.
He's got 1 ball to go now in his third over. He's got 3 for 16. They've done a lot right tonight, Lahore Qalandars. They've got their towers up after their victory in the last game. Going down the first, but now they're firing. Pretty good connection from Milne. He's got that away for a boundary. That's nicely played. Brings up the 100. 102 for 8. So just to look forward to tomorrow's game, match number 7, 7:50 local time. It's a big one. Islamabad United versus Multan Sultans. Rauf again. Now it's important to look the best when you come to the HBL PSL, as J. is giving the best looking spectator at every game a luxurious J. gift hamper, and she's the winner tonight. Well done. Terrific numbers from Rauf. 9 for 4 off 2 overs and 1 ball. Inside edge, that's going to go away for a boundary, so that's going to spoil his figures a bit. Bowled nicely today, Rauf, good control.
Shouldn't bother Rauf. They are cruising this game. 95 required from just 22 balls, 2 wickets in hand. Karachi, it's all over for them. Just a matter of time.
Their innings never really got going right from the word go when they lost those 2 wickets, and that 2 of David Warner and James Swins in the very first over really broke the back of Karachi Kings.
Hit one down the ground but didn't go very far. Shy at the stumps. Was the bat actually put over the line, or did he ground the bat and slide it across the line? We're going upstairs to have a look, just to do a double check.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for run out at bowler's end. Show me side on angle, please. Roll it back one, roll just two frame back, please. 2 frame back. Now roll further. Yeah. Bat is grounded before the bails are off. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Doing the proper way, sliding the bat before the line, planting it over the line. When you get yourself in trouble if you do that. Good fielding though from the skipper. Swing and a miss. Still trying to score some runs, Crystal Shah. They want to do whatever they possibly can. Some runs at the end, so the net run rate is not too severe. That's that change.
Obviously, they want to get some runs at least for the run rate eventually. That will come in factor as well. So far, it doesn't look like runs are coming towards Karachi Kings' way. Brilliant bowling by Rauf. Good slow ball, the previous one.
A couple of nice slow balls in his first over as well. It's gone over the top. That's pretty safe in that area, and it's gone for 4. Just the 1 bounce. Good stuff from Crystal Shah.
Yeah, just a touch wide, allowing the batter, Crystal Shah, to free his arms, and he slaps it, picks up the slow delivery quite nicely there. And the moment he hit that, he knew he was in business. Didn't bother even to run. Why would you want to run?
There's not much the Karachi Kings can do about this performance. I can't really sit down and discuss this at length in the change room. Things move pretty quickly in franchise cricket these days. Imagine that David Warner, being the sort of individual he is, will maybe have a quick little word and then say, right, let's just put it behind us and just move on. We played so well in the last game, we've got to make sure we bounce back. 113 for 8. Three overs to go, 2 wickets to get. Sam's had a nice game. Some good work behind the stumps from Sam Billings. That's picked up beautifully. That's gone a long way. That's right out of the screws for Sex. That's a big hit.
He can hit, absolutely. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐈𝐄 is in his good nick as well. 31 of 20. And that too against one of the premier bowlers. Look at that slog sweep, corner for maximum.
He smashed 60, an unbeaten 60. Rather, he got out on 60 of 37 deliveries in that partnership, 147 in that last match.
Batting deep again like he did in the last game, deep in the crease, trying to get underneath the length deliveries. Tempted there, but spotted by Freddie. Bowled a little bit fuller, but it's still drilled for 4. A little bit of excitement towards the end. Let's hope he's okay. Haris Rauf, he's had some injuries over the years. Let's hope he bounces up okay.
Strong boy, Haris Rauf. 2 boundaries and 2 deliveries, 6 and a 4. Again towards mid-wicket. You were discussing this, he uses his crease beautifully, especially as a batsman, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐈𝐄. He stands inside the crease, and I think that's where bowlers should be aiming to bowl outside off stump to him. And he covers his pitches as well, his wickets. I hope he's okay. It's just a scratch. A strong boy, like we said.
I think the question for David Warner and Karachi Kings is that whether if there is any opportunity for someone like 𝐄𝐍𝐆 to bat up the order. He's batted number 60 last night.
That's a little bit quicker. Top edge, so that's going to run away for another boundary.
And he smashed those 60 in quick time. Even now in this game where everything is lost. I mean, you, as a team, you want to believe in miracles. We just have to wait and see. But it's a tall task. It's a huge task. So he's also smashed now 39 of 22, batting at number 6. So the question is whether Karachi Kings can think about sending him up the order, maybe at number 4 or 5 even.
They might have to change their playing 11 for the next game. They probably will, because Shan, who bats at number 4, he's an opener, and number 4 probably is not his batting position. That's a variation from Shaheen Shah Afridi. 14 runs from the over already, but that doesn't matter now. Let's have a look. That was the first one. Big 6, then same side towards mid-wicket, a boundary. Then there's another boundary outside edge towards third man. Couple of bounces into the fence.
Rest assured he's going to be looking to swing with the last 2 balls of this over. A little bit deeper in that crease. Afridi bowl a little bit fuller. No, shorter. On the knee at that stage. Big Hotel Bangrakam is live. You see yourself on the big screen. Show us your best dance moves and light up the stadium. One lucky dancer will win Big Hotel smartphone. Those 3 boundaries in the first 3 balls, a couple of dot balls, the last 2. And short again, another dot ball, so he finishes strong. Shaheen Shah Afridi, 127 for 8. So good work from Afridi. Ended up with 3 for 34 off his 4 overs. About to start the 19th over. See Haris Rauf's okay. Bowling to Milne. Ownership off 14 deliveries has brought 29 runs, so a nice little flutter at the end from the Karachi Kings. Oh, that's picked up nicely, and that's gone a long, long way. That's a big 6. That is superbly hit.
That is a huge shot. And that's why I'm not the great fan of variation, especially when the opposition leaves 37 and over. Just go full against the tail-ender. You've got pace. Use it. Or ball a short ball. Just not in his arc.
On the money, as always, Wasim Akram. If you got the pace, you've got to use it to your advantage.
What a big 6 that was. What's next? Short delivery that time. Pops up. Just going to be the single. KFC score a scholarship. Now, so a big 6 from Milne. Every time a player hits a 6, KFC will award a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. So there's another one that's going to be awarded, courtesy of Adam Milne.
Around the wicket, sprinting in. A length ball with the angle, it just nipped back to the left-hander. That's a good length to bowl on this pitch. There's no point bowling variation, none necessarily. Okay, at times as a bowler you go for a wicket, but with pace, with his pace, there's no, very rare you should be bowling slow ball, especially against the tail-enders.
Chopped it on, bottom edge, under the stump. Bit of a smile there from Haris Rauf. He's done a good job today, and now he's picked up a wicket. So good work. Keep his wickets in check the whole time, do Lahore Qalandars. And that's the 9th one down.
I was on the cards. When the people go, the batter's looking into eye to place a big shot. Gets an inside edge and onto the stumps. So another one goes. So had a wonderful time with the ball, and I'm surely they had a great time with the bat earlier on. Pushtal shot, gone for 39. Karachi, 134 for 9.
Rauf would like to pick up another one. Last man in. On target, but he's just chipped it over the top. Chase is on. Sikandar Raza's quick. Tracks that one quite comfortably. They come back for 2 for Fawad Ali.
Inside edge onto his stumps and a slow ball. Clever bowling. Got his first wicket, Haris Rauf. 1 ball to go off his quota of overs. Conceded 23 runs so far. Got fine leg back for him. Bit off up in the circle.
Big swing and a miss. A huge swing and a miss to finish. 136 for 9.
Karachi Kings 19 over 136 for 9.
Karachi Kings were very good in their first game. They've cratered today, that's for sure. 136 for 9 now. Last over's about to get underway. BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and the PSL leads the game in talent. As we've seen again tonight, BYD is giving away BYD Seal as a prize to the player of the tournament. It's a lovely prize for someone to take away. Skandar Raza to start the last over. And it's all over now. Off the thigh pad and onto the leg stump, and it's all done. What a top victory for the Lahore Qalandars. They can be really pleased with this performance. They've done a fine job coming up a side that played so well, the Karachi Kings, in their first outing, and won a very high-scoring, tight game, but they've been all over him tonight.
Absolutely. Thumping win by Lahore Qalandars. Karachi winning streak of 5 matches against Lahore comes to an end. And what a performance by Lahore Qalandars. You talk about batting, talk about fielding, talk about bowling. They did well in every department against Karachi Kings, and Karachi Kings batting struggled. They started off really well when they came out to bowl Karachi. They restricted Lahore in 8 overs, 66 for 2, and then Fakhar Zaman and Mitchell just punished them. And after that, there was no comeback by Karachi Kings.
It's a terrific performance from Lahore Qalandars. Back of the hand, off the pad and onto the stumps. So Skandar Raza finishes it off in style of picking up his second wicket. Wonderful performance initially with the bat, but what about that opening over from Shaheen Shah Afridi, setting things up for his teammates to clean up Karachi Kings for just a mere 136.
One thing I think that the Lahore Qalandars will be so happy about is the fact that just about everyone performed tonight. That so many guys did a fine job. The skipper himself just putting the focus on someone else, and he bowled very nicely right at the top, and that started a terrific trend. Rashad Hussain was outstanding with his 3 for 26. Great to see the man for Bangladesh play so well. Sam Billings very good with the gloves, a couple of handy hits with the bat. Daryl Mitchell was outstanding with his 75 off 41. Fakhar Zaman had a little bit of good luck. He was put down with just 1 on the board. Ended up getting 76 off 47. So really good stuff from a lot of these players from the Lahore Qalandars. And they have now got themselves chugging along nicely after winning the last game and winning this game after losing the very first game. They've obviously bounced back beautifully, and they're now in a little bit of a roll here. And they're a champion team, we know that from years gone by, and they're a proud team. And to beat Karachi, and it's their biggest win against Karachi in the HBL PSL, they'll be sitting back and thinking they did a fine job. Karachi Kings, Warner missing out, and Vince missing out, the two big guns, the two guys that the experienced players, and of course Vince was magnificent in the last game with his century. Seifert only 18 along with Masood. Niazi 6. Kushtal was batting right at the end of 39, and Hassan Ali, after getting 4 for 28 with the ball earlier today, ended up with 27 off 25.
Lost 5 wickets for 11 runs in the middle of the innings, but what about Rashad Hussain? Once again, the pick of the bowlers, second time on the trot, picking up a 3 for. He was simply unplayable. Shaheen Shah Afridi started all, ended up with 3 for 34. Rashad Hussain was certainly came out with the flying colours, 3 for 26 in 4 overs. Couple of wickets for Raza.
Right, let's have a look back at the match summary for match number 6. Lahore Qalandars 201 for 6. Fakhar Zaman and Mitchell in the mid-70s. Hassan Ali 4 for 28. Karachi Kings 136. And Rashad Hussain 3 for 26. Shaheen 3 for 24. And Kushtal the top scorer with 39. And the Qalandars winning by 65 runs. The standings, well, Islamabad is still the top. Lahore Qalandars number 2, at 3, Karachi Kings are at 4, so they've dropped down 1. Islamabad are happy, and of course another victory, another 2 points to the Lahore Qalandars today. Right, let's go downstairs now to Aaron Holland.
Alongside David Warner, of course, the brand new captain of Karachi Kings, David, a bit of a tough day in the office, but where do you assess where that one probably went awry tonight?
Yeah, look, I think for us it's, that power play, losing early wickets, but I think from there, you probably got to take the game on still. You don't want to get too far behind, but look, there's a middle period there with their batters. I think they hit, 10 boundaries within 18 balls as well, so that took the momentum away from our first 6. Our fielding, we've got to improve a little bit more on that, but look, today's one of those games where you just got to, forget about it, but the positive is we've got some guys in form with the bat as well, so, if we don't get out to bad bowling, there's a lot of positives from that.
Not a lot of dew around as well, which can come in thick and fast here in Karachi. How important was the toss tonight, do you think?
Yeah, look, I thought there was going to be a lot more dew, and I thought 200 was probably around that par mark with that. But as I said, if we held our catches and we bowled a little bit better, we would have been chasing less. But you can't take that away from the early wickets that we lost in the power play.
Yeah, brand new captain for Karachi Kings. Already had a stellar win. Yeah, not your night tonight, but I've seen what you can do as a captain, reinvigorating a struggling side. How excited are you to be at the helm with this Karachi side? And are you liking the talent that you can see that you've got to work with?
I'm absolutely loving the energy and the attitude in this group. Everyone's trying their best. As we saw, in the field, the guys are jumping around, and off the field, the guys are doing everything they can. I'm absolutely loving my time here. I was here during that test series, and we didn't get to meet the fans or get amongst people, and now I am, and it's unbelievable.
Oh, we love having you a part. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck for the next one.
Thanks, Aaron.
Right, so 201 for 6 is what the Qalandars made. Parker 76, I should say, and Mitchell 75. Hassan Ali 4 for 28. Karachi Kings 136 in reply, so well short. But of course, still top score with 39, and Rashad 3 for 26 from Bangladesh. Shaheen Shah Afridi.